Poducer.
No.
When you DJ, it's just like
when I hit 128.
Dude, your heart rate actually makes a big difference about how you perceive music. Like if your heart rate is really high, like say for instance you took a psychotropic drug and your heart rate's beating very quickly, music sounds slower.
Yeah.
Because like your brain thinks that time's moving more quickly. Mm-hmm. Where like the reverse is true. If your heart rate's slower, like music sounds faster. So like,
when you're on drugs, you want to listen to like drum and bass.
Yeah, I think that is the answer.
But yeah, I think it makes sense.
I got that answer at a frat party when I was DJing it. I was like DJing this EDM music as they called it in 2012, and then a guy walked up to me and he was just like, "This is perfect for what I'm on right now, and it's speed." And that's what he said to me.
And he said it like speed.
It's speed with like 8 E's, and then yeah, it's crazy. I took it as a compliment though.
Yeah, no, for sure. Have you guys seen those like? I think it's a Instagram channel called Pure Filth. And
yes.
It's just like D&B, like people wigging out, like this guy's gonna be up all night or something. And his pupils are just like his whole eye.
It's like took too much on Reddit. Have you seen that subreddit?
Yeah, it's literally that.
Yeah,
You're
just
like,
just with breakcore.
I get worried for those guys that are just like.
I get worried for their jobs. Yeah.
I mean, like it looks like they're having a good time, but also your heart just like get those palpitations, you know.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be hummingbirding tonight at the Alex Perez show.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Little. No, we don't have to.
No, I can't handle that. No.
Yeah, fair. It's like we're not like going to a festival. I'm not going with you guys, but I'm just saying like I try to reserve for the fest.
Oh, I see.
That's just me.
Gotta be
also, we can talk about
selector.
drugs.
Shit.
One of our other guests was like, we got to take out the drug stuff. And I was like, I feel that. He was like, I want to put this on my LinkedIn.
My mom listens to Poducer. We got to take out the drug references.
No drug references.
I don't want my mom to know that I smoke pot.
I just want my mom to think I'm cool. She needs to know I smoke pot.
Moms always think their sons are cool, dude. You're fine.
I mean, the thing I'll say is like none of us are like trying to take drugs all the time. It's just that
we're trying.
I'm not trying to, but it just ends up happening that
occasionally.
Every day I try my best, and I fail.
Fair enough.
No.
Are we Mace? We're rolling.
We're chilling.
We're doing it.
That means we're rolling.
We're rolling.
We're chilling, lilling.
Bing chilling.
Cheers to Mike's Hard and Modelo.
Yes.
I don't know why I always get Modelo. What do you guys think of like
a Modelo
as like a like not shitty beer, but like just like do you have
it's
a preference?
drinkable, right? No,
I think optimized drinkability.
Yeah, drinkability is like bigger
with a lime or something.
Yeah. A little tahini.
Yeah. Around the edge of the can.
Oh, the edge of the so you work your way around the can. And just
yeah. That would be a little overkill. I've never seen someone do that.
That's a wild move.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool for sure.
You guys fuck with chiladas, like a michelada with the fucking tomato juice, like Climata.
No,
beer.
I don't.
Wait, is that different than a michelada?
It's the same thing, yeah.
A chilada?
I feel like I've heard people say that.
Like it's like a category of drinks, kind of.
Yeah, like beer and tomato juice.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but I would hate that.
You're not a Bloody Mary fan?
Oh no, I hate Bloody Marys. I can't do them. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys out there.
It's all good.
It's not my favorite.
It's an acquired taste.
It's not my favorite, but like I've heard it's a good like hangover cure type of deal.
Yeah.
I think that's just herring the dog though. You're just like I'm just drinking.
That is exactly what it is.
Like, dude, I'm getting the tomato juice and the celery. Like I'm good.
It's just enough to make you feel like you're being healthy and like resetting, but you're not. It's the vodka.
You're just starting another day of
that would definitely trip
debauchery.
Me. Yeah, that would definitely work on me. I'd be like, oh, that works.
Yeah. All right. Healthy. Well, I think we start out how we always start out, which is this is Dave's podcast, but we got another Plus Kai edition.
I'm just a recurring villain.
I wouldn't know anybody in this room if it wasn't for him. So that's a true thing. That's a real thing. My man right here.
Real, recognize real.
Yeah.
So the last one that was Plus Kai, because normally it's like, if I had like a 2-person guest, it would be like, and Kai, but because you're just like a character in the show, I do a plus sign. Kai.
Word.
So we'll do another one of those.
Kai arc.
Yeah, exactly. We're building the story right now. But to be fair to Dave, we have to do the question, which is, what was your first concert?
Oh God, I know. I knew this was going to come up too because, and yeah, it was. I was 8 years old. I saw Matchbox 20.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, 3 a.m. and I'm feeling lonely was that was the only song I recognized the whole night. Yeah, Rob Thomas, good time.
Where was that?
It was in the sticks in Massachusetts, Mansfield. It's no one really knows where that is. Like, where the hell's Mansfield? It's like an hour south of Boston.
I'm not familiar with anything in Massachusetts.
Am I your first non-Chicago guy or
no?
Oh, all right.
Well, like that you don't live here currently,
right?
Maybe Mace. I don't know.
Might be.
Mace, pull that up, please.
Yeah.
I think you might be. I don't know. Well,
I'm going to say that the whole show.
Yeah, that'll be the title.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. Well, good thing we got that out of the way. Yeah.
I'm going to establish that.
I think we we got some tracks.
Oh my God, yeah.
I feel like we kind of just I always wait so long to play a track, but maybe we'll break that today and
We've been
we'll actually
talking about the tracks, man. Like, we've been just geeking out over what's going to get played.
Well, it's going down memory lane because I've known Kai here since 2015. I want to say, same year I met at CLB.
That's great. Yeah, we found you off that main course thing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, let's go origin story first.
Yeah,
little
origin
Ionic.
We can contextualize. Oh my God, Ionic. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was fun. That was a time. That was a great time. Oh, I look back at that like it's the 80s.
It was just we were just trying to make our way. Like, we didn't know what sounded good. We didn't know what we were doing, but we all knew each other, and we all knew we had to send a crazier demo than what the last person put in the group chat. And those were the rules of you remember the Ionic City? Mace remembers that too.
Mace was there.
We just had this stacked group chat of Keyboard Chris, now Pixel Hood, fucking CLB, Miggy, Waxcraft, a bunch of homies, and everyone was just finding their sound, and it was a great time.
I feel like I'm just looking for your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
No, you can keep them on. No.
Eye reveal.
I don't even know where I've been looking this whole time. I've just been looking at the wood paneling. This is great. Listen, I feel very professional right now. I
was trying to match Dave's energy.
You can rock them. I don't need the eyes. I just was looking for them.
You the eyes, Jerry.
Appreciate you. All right, cool. So you guys how did you recruit Dave to the Ionic?
It was Max, right?
Max.
CLB.
Max recruited me.
You guys had talked to each other from tell that story from the main course stuff.
Yeah. So me and Max, I think we only had less than 30 Twitter followers, and out of everybody in the main course pack, I think we had the least amount of heat or industry.
2012 Christmas pack.
2015.
2015.
Okay. So yeah.
What is
years
main
ago.
course?
Oh, it's a record label that Astronomar started out in LA. He was the only DJ I've ever actually booked with an agency, and so I actually did eventually book him 4 years later. Straight from LA, I booked him into a dive bar. This guy I looked up to for a very long time, sent him so many demos. I met people through his label, such as I met Kai through his label. I met Max. I met Mace, and then I booked Astronomar to DJ a dive bar. And that was really out of pocket for him, for someone of that stature, the guy who does really big
festivals, clubs,
really
not uncommon to play Spy Bar in Chicago,
would tour with Diplo,
shit, okay.
So he was a big deal, and so we booked him to DJ a 80 cap venue in 17-degree weather in January in Boston, and it was he DJ'd for maybe 20 people, but it was a very intimate set. It was it was I don't think he was used to that, but he was just I can tell people here are a little bit weirder, so I'm gonna play a weirder set, and we were so honored.
Sometimes those are the best shows.
Those are the best.
It was amazing. Everyone was just oh my God, I can't believe he's playing this stuff. It's just it was good.
17 degrees is better than 95 degrees in Chicago right now. We're in the I feel like the other name for this room during the summer is the Sweat Lodge.
The Sweat Lodge.
Because it's we try to do everything we can to
we need
not
a cold
get sweaty.
bath. Can we get that?
Dude.
Yeah.
The Russian bathhouse.
Yep.
Bro, you're not gonna be here that long, but there's this Russian bathhouse that Mace took us to.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Dude, remember? Okay, so
I'm
just
thinking
for,
of Eastern Promises right now. That
I don't
movie.
know. I've never seen that.
Oh, there's the Russian bathhouse. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
No. I just want to explain this just for people because, like, I would go check it out if you have one in your city.
Oh.
But basically, the one that we went to, it's got 2 different saunas. Well, first of all, there's a smoking area, which is sick. That's like a good chill area. There's
that.
like a cafeteria, but there's a dry sauna and a wet sauna, and then there's a cold plunge, and that shit. I could only be in there for like 20 seconds. I was like,
It's like a hypothermia simulator.
it like takes.
Do you not get hyperthermia when you do that? Like,
Because your body's so fucking hot, dude. You're just straight up like, I mean, it gets up to like 220 up in the, like I smoke fucking barbecue at that temperature and you're just sitting in there sweating your ass off.
like,
Yeah.
And like, so that part's really a lot, but also remember the dude in the wet sauna that was just getting rubbed
the
down? There was a dude full
the
naked,
leaves.
another
Yeah, the leaves.
dude just like rubbing his back down. Then he flipped on the other side, just rubbing like, he touched his dick. You know what I mean? Like he like rubbed over it and they were
That
just
sucks.
like, they were doing
Or
what
maybe
they
it's
had
great
to.
for him. I don't know.
No, I think it was great.
There was a lot of exfoliation happening. Like,
Yeah,
not to get too granular, but like a lot of exfoliation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is
Not
going on
even the
YouTube.
like craziest thing I've seen in there. I watched some dude who like took a full on like bath in there. Like he was scrubbing every inch of his body with a scrub.
Word.
After he was done, he applied honey and salt to himself.
Okay.
He was like, he had these little
this is a
packs-
Grecian
Dude,
king right
he
here.
had,
Yeah.
like little packs of this like honey that you put in your coffee or on your toast, and he was just scooping it out. Every other one would go in his mouth and was just covering himself in honey and salt.
Really?
Like
Take
people
it to
just,
Queen Bee.
I don't know.
He wants his
Wow.
queen bee. I get it.
I mean, and then they
Trying to attract
they smack each other with the branches to like get the pores open. Dude, that place.
What?
All
This
I'm
place sounds
saying
insane.
is if you have enough time in town, we go.
Hold up, should I pull that up?
This sounds
Yeah, I think this needs to be pulled
This
up.
sounds like an insane asylum. Are you sure this was a spa? Like, what was
It's actually
this?
relaxing if you can believe
It's
it.
you come home depleted, but then
You're
you're
a new
just
man.
like you're a
Just
completely
fucking new
different
man.
person.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Perhaps I could use some whacking off of a what is it? A branch?
I don't know. I don't remember what
Called
kind
a
of branch it is.
palazza. It's a birch branch, I think.
Birch branch.
I could use some of that.
Oh, and that also probably has like a little bit of that like what aromatherapy going on. Like it's got some oils.
There's a smell, and
Yeah.
it's not like a male BO smell. It's just like the smell of like hot. Like
Like
the
a
rocks are like the rocks that get super, super hot. Oh, yeah.
Did we lose it? I saw it like.
word.
Oh no, we're good. Oh
my
wow.
God.
So they
Oh,
like
geez.
here, I'll walk you through it. So they're like fanning the warm air onto him. Like it's all about pushing the heat into your body to
Right.
expel all the garbage. And then look, yeah, they just start smacking you.
Is
Got
this
like the
at
swim
the
cap
spot?
on.
Is this relaxing?
You feel better afterwards. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
you might feel like it's like ayahuasca. You know what I mean? You go through it and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, no one says ayahuasca is good as you're experiencing it, but afterwards it's supposed to be
Like,
like,
yeah, I
you
saw.
just shit yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Or you threw up like 12 times, but it was
And it's
healing.
like amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should go through that. I feel like
That'll be the next one. We'll find like the ayahuasca church.
that'll be the next one.
Dude, imagine. I don't think I've seen this, nor do I even think it's fully legal, but like imagine watching a podcast where everyone's on ayahuasca. That would be fucked.
That would be.
I think that
I
would be
don't
the
think
shortest podcast ever.
There wouldn't even be much talking. It would just be like,
A lot of like staring off into space.
Where would
Yeah,
you fit
yeah.
the ads? Where would you fit the plugs and the ads and the sponsors?
the sponsors would literally just be for like more drugs.
Yeah, it would just be Kratom.
Or like Gatorade.
Yeah, like liquid IV plugs.
I'm surprised that's not a thing yet. Gatorade IV.
I just like feel like no one's taken it to that level, and I'm surprised because Joe Rogan's been around for a while, and it's like no one had the crazy idea to do that, or they filmed it and they were just like we can't do anything with this.
Yeah. Cannibal
Just going in the
Holocaust type
vault.
style.
We
Like,
got
can't show this.
fucking Tim crying and like all these people just losing their minds.
It's like a podcast where you drink, but you're on dialysis the whole time.
Fun.
You're like in an iron lung, just like I'm just trying to find new mediums.
We gotta just shake it up, man. Like
Yeah.
we've done 50 eps, right? Like,
Dude, we're at
69.4.
69.
I think 69.4.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
73 or
Okay.
something
Right,
like
right.
that.
So we stopped counting. Basically, after 69, we only add point. Like, so we'll be like 69.21, but it just continues from there.
Holy
You know what I
moly.
mean?
That's a good way to count.
I don't think I actually like continued doing that, but now that you remind me, we need to continue doing that.
Consistency.
Anyway, I was like, yeah, let's listen to music, and then we went off in like an ayahuasca tangent.
Oh my god!
So,
what were we talking about? That's right. I only know anyone here because of Alex right here, or AKA Kai. Hi, sorry.
Yo.
I use your
Yo.
government name. I'm sorry. You bleep that one out for me, Mace. And then then me and Max made this like song together. We were just like, oh, dude, like you're on this level, I'm on this level, we're on the same level. We should definitely work on this song together. And this was during a time where neither of us knew what we wanted to do in music. Like we didn't know if we wanted to make techno. We didn't know if we wanted to do house or. I was going for like trap at one point. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
you
What's
can
funny?
feel the awkwardness.
You
from
can
the
hear
track.
it. You can hear it. And what's funny about this is that the MP3 file is so scarce. I doubt me or Max have this song in our iTunes or anything like that.
rare MP3.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
yeah.
rare MP3.
That's what we like on the pod.
The producer of Poducer, Mace, apparently had the MP3 of this, which I'm very surprised by.
yeah.
Very
yeah.
surprised by. I thought
we can run it.
Wait, what's the name of the song?
it's called It's a Vibe.
I love this song.
wow.
This song is
It's a
actually
vibe.
it's a vibe.
It's really a vibe?
Yeah, this was on the first VA, right? The Ionic
Yeah.
VA. Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first like thing we put out was like a various artists.
compilation?
Yeah, compilation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We sampled DJ Khaled
Did you really?
Classic.
for the vocals.
All right, let's
Dude,
fucking
that
go.
video of the DJ Khaled where he's just like strumming the guitar.
Oh my god!
I'm just like,
how good was he on?
so funny.
That's a great performance that he did. Shout out Max for coming up with the kick and the the drums mostly on this one.
just like shout out the other producer for being there in spirit, like he didn't do
Honestly.
anything.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, DJ Khaled samples. This is good. Max did a good job on this sub as well.
Yeah, you were shitting on this earlier. I don't know why, man. I fuck with this.
I think I was like, I'm 30 now. I think I was like 23 when I made this.
This is the one you hear in the Russian bathhouse.
It's so haunting. Like, I don't know. I love this the first time I heard it.
You know what this is? It's a vibe.
I never said winning was easy.
Some people can't handle it. You see what's about to go down. You see what's about to happen. You know what this is?
I think we've listened to about 3 different genres in the
I
past.
did like, dude, I was such a sucker for a halftime drop. Now I'm not sure if I like them as much because I'm like, it kind of just threw me off a little.
I think it's a sign of maturity. I
You
think?
think?
I think so. I think mature people, as they grow older.
I fucking love this part. Like this second part right here. This is my favorite part.
Max crushed this part. So good. Can't believe
Look at how far
It's
we've
a
come.
vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a fucking vibe.
Yeah, dude. It's caught on camera.
What's the vibe now for American Dave?
Oh my god.
We're doing American Dave?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I did.
Can we talk about that really quick?
Of course. So so the whole my vibe right now, I'm still like working on music as like a hobby, honestly. Focusing on, I'm in my 30s now, so just getting
bread.
I guess so. Just being professional and whatnot. But I'm tapping back into being a creative again by doing these open decks, over in Cambridge, where I'll invite a bunch of my friends, but of course, like, it's open to the public. Anybody can just show up with a USB drive, plug right into my little Pioneer RX,
nice,
and start DJing and whatnot. That was a concept called American Dave's American Rave. That's been happening since every summer of 2016. Obviously, we had to take a break during COVID, but we would invite all of these local DJs to come over to a friend's house. We would set up in their backyard, barbecue, fireworks, everything, every 4th of July. It was incredible. So keeping that alive, trying to give more opportunities to people who don't really DJ in public, as well as producers, hopefully producers, not just DJs. I hope a lot of people who make music for the purpose of DJing will come out and support it and whatnot.
Nice.
So yeah, that's the kind of the vibe that I'm focusing on right now. I got Kiefer Ian making the flyers for me, which is fun. He absolutely killed it. As soon as I posted the flyer, people started actually being interested in open decks, being like, "Oh, I wish I could make it." It's just like, like someone said, like, "Oh, this looks dope." It's just like, it's just an open decks, but
yeah, we judge books by its cover. Like,
apparently,
it's important to
we
have
do
that flyer that's like,
it's crazy.
I want to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanna be a part of that.
They want the invite.
Does it have
sometimes.
an American flag?
Yeah. American Dave's
it.
American Play. American Dave's American Rave. Yeah, of course. It's
Yeah.
got a Statue of Liberty on there and everything on the flyer.
Can we talk?
I mean, not me. Sorry.
Can we talk like American Dave, like the name switch up, also the controversy. We're all about controversy on this podcast.
Yeah.
No,
right.
as deep as you want to go. We're actually not about controversy. I'm not gonna lie. But if we want to get the clips, maybe we start doing that, Mace. We just talk about wild shit.
You get you get the clips, you get the views, and then you get the girls.
So your name is American Dave, and does that mean you agree with everything about America right now?
Yeah, when we went to war.
Oh fuck!
All those wars.
You mean when we went went to Iraq for oil. Yeah, I loved it. No, sorry guys.
Love the oil.
I love crude oil, guys.
The thing people don't know about Dave is that he loves oil.
Yeah, I can't get enough.
How do you feel about our foreign policy, Dave?
I think it's perfect and nothing needs to change.
That's amazing. A true American, a true patriot.
No, it's pretty bad. Yeah, so it got into my head real bad. Like, definitely, I let a couple snide comments like get to my head in like 2019, and so I had a lot of like DJs that I looked up to that were not like my friends. Like, I looked up to them though, and they were straight up just like, yeah, you need. Like, I really do think you need to change.
You got pressured a little bit?
A little bit. From the people I looked up to. Just being like, hey, like, one reason why you might think you're not be doing too good is because, I talk to other people about your name. Sometimes it's funny. Like, sometimes they're just like, oh, American Dave, like, what's next? Like, Albanian Paul. Like, I'm like, fuck.
I'm sorry for laughing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a great one. I mean, I can't deny it. But yeah, like one guy just not one guy, just a couple people just being like, so what's the whole like American Dave thing about? Is it like, and this was during like
fucking Jerry Seinfeld talking to you, like, what's the deal with American Dave?
So what's the deal? Yeah, I'm sorry. I've done the Seinfeld bass one time. This would be the
gold,
second.
Jerry, gold. That was gold, Jerry. What it is that a lot of people just like I think especially like during like the whole like Trump administration and whatnot. I don't really, I don't fuck with Trump, and don't get me wrong, like I really don't. Like, but yeah, a lot of people.
We don't have to go political. It's just that it's like
a lot of people associated me with that movement. I think, and
it's not very American of you, man. Not like a president. Like, what the
fuck? I know, right? Like we're supposed to like every single one. Yeah, they're our best friends. But anyway, yeah. So so that happened for a little bit. It got into my head. Honestly, it really did affect me to the point where I was just like, oh, I'll change my alias and that will fix everything. And it didn't. I was making music that was like kind of okay, honestly. And now I'm back to the American Dave thing. A lot of my friends, even my family, have been like, we think you should go back to American Dave. Yeah, it gets better.
Well, dude, the thing is, being an American, look, it's cool. Man, I think.
Is it coming back? Is it becoming? It's
a bumpy road.
I think it should. Yeah. I think it should come back.
It's such a rocky road. I feel like it's like anything that you don't know what the news is going to be tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh.
But I do still think like for a lot of people, coming to America is still like,
oh yeah,
oh yeah, compared to, I mean, we're gonna end up getting political here. It's just like gonna happen. But I feel like you shouldn't have shame about being an American. Sure. What we are. So fuck it.
I try my best not to be ashamed. Yeah. Yeah. I try my best. So now I'm just doing the whole like music thing again as myself, it feels like, and it does feel nice to be able to have the freedom of like not having
freedom.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Wow, I didn't realize I was going with a theme there. Yeah, but it does feel like I have more freedom with going back to that name, honestly, than I did when I had this alias on it, Flaps, which went nowhere.
Flaps.
Yeah. And just flap in the wind. Honestly, that's what that alias was.
Flapped in the wind.
Yeah, it just went away. But I still got a few releases on that label. But
with Flaps.
Yeah, I got a on group chat with Gesture's label alias on there. But yeah, I was pretty proud about that. Actually, it's just like a random thing that happened.
Should we play it? Can we play it?
We can play it, yeah. It was a collab with Lando, LVNDO. And
the vintage trap spelling. I like it.
Yeah, right. You got to flip the.
Oh my god.
The V is an A.
Yeah, of course. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about how long ago that was. That was like 10 years ago. This guy's been running with. My boy Lando's been running around.
No, we shouldn't make fun of people's names. I'm sorry, Lando. Like, I don't want to instill.
No, Lando's a great guy.
Anybody to feel insecure about their name.
Nothing bad. It's just like a signature.
It's a change of pace.
Era.
It's a change of pace.
Look, we're gonna get political. We're gonna make fun of people.
Let's talk about Ukraine.
Let's talk about being pro-Russian. All four of us.
Yo, actually, there's some crazy.
We did talk about a Russian bathhouse too. We're already.
We did kind of. Oh no!
We didn't even realize.
Putin loves those.
He probably does.
Probably does.
I mean, honestly,
why did I say
love
that?
him.
Why would I say that? I don't know.
Dude, you got to change your name.
I gotta change my name again. I gotta change back to Russian Dave or something.
They think you're a Russian spy now.
How great of a cover would this be? Like it's just like, oh
Dude,
man,
he infiltrated the U.S. as a producer. American Dave.
Yeah, he didn't have a ghost producer though, so he didn't get into the highest classes of the elite social circle, I guess. But yeah,
That's okay. Do we
I can
play
pull it up.
yeah, it's on the
snippet of it?
the group chat record label. If you
It's
type
on the
in
cloud.
Flaps,
Oh, I got it. I got
Oh,
it here.
gosh.
Yeah.
this is one of those collabs where you send your original idea to another guy and you get it back and you're like, oh, this is very, 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 very different. And it's just like, okay, cool. But it was actually pretty functional on the dance floor, so I'm pretty proud about it. And then,
all right, here we go.
added some finishing touches.
Jerry, you might need to find a DL for this afterwards, but
We'll figure it out, yeah.
Like,
Okay.
This was the time I liked this one too.
this came out during like when Tech House was like really
When it was fun.
popular.
When it was kind of fresh for a brief period of time.
It changed.
before Mao P bounce.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Lando, my boy from Orlando.
Dave, your effects, like just your little like filler stuff and drops just blows me away every time. Like I love the little extra stuff you put in there.
Aw, thanks, Kai. Yeah, shout out Gesture for supporting this one, honestly. I gotta say, like, collabing on this song was easy because Lando was very easy to work with. Like, it just two back and forths, and that was it. That the song was done, and then we got signed.
Do you mainly do like the internet collab, like
Almost exclusively. I can't do the in-person thing. I cannot collab in person, in my opinion. I've done it too many times to know that you can't. I cannot trap the lightning in a bottle during a live studio session. If I had 5 hours like booked in a studio and it was just like, all right, it's on you, I'd be like, well, it's not gonna happen.
that sounds stressful that you're paying for the studio session to produce, like something you could easily do outside of the studio.
Oh my god, yeah, anybody can do it. My grandma could do it. I taught her.
Well, I mean, like, why would you just book time to sit in a room on your computer?
I've never
You know
understood
what
why
I mean?
people do that. I've never understood.
so you can take a picture with the SSL, dude. Like literally put your laptop up on there and
You
like,
make your
get
set it
so
on
much
the
money back
faders.
owning an SSL if you're just for doing the selfies. It's crazy. I've met quite a few rappers in Boston that will like book studio time, and it doesn't really go anywhere. Like it's
That's rough.
It's a rough go to watch it happen in real time, to see like like everyone who like put their money in, to be like one person's like really freaking out because they really didn't have the money to do this, like and they're just going like, no, we really need this type of energy, you're not really bringing it right now, like being really like mean almost. You're just like, oh, I was just sitting on the couch like just like me and Kai are.
We got the Neumanns for another hour, brother.
Yeah, literally, like in a situation where me and Kai sitting here, like where you were sitting, like the person screaming.
Really?
Yeah, the person screaming at a rapper. It's just like
in the talk back, like they're just like, you have to do that again.
Yeah.
I need that take again.
It's
You have
just
to cut in at the 64. And like,
you sound weak. Yeah,
That
stuff like
gunshot ad lib, we're gonna have to run it back. Like,
Yeah, that's
just stupid shit too.
I do want to say though, I feel the opposite though. Like, I think I can only get like good ideas going when I'm working with someone in the room, and like you're kind of like both tapped into the same thing, because like it always sounds different when it's bounced out from like, and that Lando track was fire. Like you that's a different like workflow that I'm just not used to, where it's like, I think when we've worked together, like Mace or Jerry, like we both like kind of tapped into the same energy. We're trying to like kind of capture that. And like the first time you listen to it not in that setting, it's always going to sound a little different. And I don't know how to have ideas that like survive the transit of like, you know, the bits and bytes of like bouncing it from someone's session and like
I've never
putting it
really
into something
done
else.
it though. You know what I mean? I've never really like sent a track and be like, all right, you do your part, whatever
I've
it is.
sent
That's
shit and it
crazy.
just never comes back to me. Like
No,
I've sent,
that's an issue.
yeah,
That's normal.
yeah.
In my opinion, that's
Yeah.
normal. Actually, that's
If you're
like the
getting
norm.
that, that's normal. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're on the right track. Actually, if anything, if you're not getting any responses to your emails, yeah, you're doing a good job. Honestly.
I guess we worked like decentrally for our record together, which
yeah.
are like, yeah, because I think I sent you stems initially, and that took 2 bounce backs. Like it's back to me now, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to give. I'd rather. This is kind of like a fault of my own, but I do want to give props to Kai. Like for the most part, when we do eventually hear the song later in the episode, like Kai did like the majority of the.
Dave said a vibe for me. He's being so fucking modest right now. No, like he sent me a fire vocal and like said, because like I had just abandoned this beat. Like I wasn't able to like keep working on it. I was like, Dave, like get me unstuck, give me a direction, and he sent me back like a couple channels and like some reprocessing of my elements, and I was like, okay,
I love you guys.
I'm ready to go.
I love you guys so much.
I mean, it's just like me and my friend Dex, like when we game and we're playing like a difficult game, and it's like, yo, you need a fresh set, like a fresh set of hands in there.
Yep.
And like sometimes you just need that fresh set of ears.
New
I wish I
blood,
had that.
new blood.
in like
Yeah.
a campaign mode of single player. Like you just need to get through that boss or whatever.
Just like a phone a friend.
Yeah, this was from like video games at sleepovers where we'd be like up all night just like trying to crank.
You guys play
through
Army
it.
of Two?
I did play that.
I
game.
always wanted to.
That
I
game
always
was
wanted
so
to.
fucking fun.
It was like Gears of War, but
Right.
like with just
Co-op.
But you could like get on each other's backs and like shoot people.
some
in the
reason-
perfect 360. Yeah,
You like
so
69 each other
unnecessary.
and shoot people. Yes.
That game was kind of sick, actually. I forgot about that. Wow, that's super American too.
Yeah.
No,
Holy shit.
wow.
Gratuitous violence, like America as fuck.
What a great time.
That was
the
it.
2000s video games.
When you know a game's good is when you go back to school the next day and like everyone's kind of played the first
Oh my
mission.
God. I miss those
And you're
days
like,
so
dude,
much, man.
Dude, you know what's a fun thing to talk
miss
about
being
is
a child.
remember when Modern Warfare 2 came out?
Come on.
And everyone
Come
came
on.
that we've talked about this in this place, but it's just like everyone came back to school the next day and was just like, bro, did you played the second mission?
Dude,
You
our
played that?
grandkids are going to ask about it. Like, did you play Modern Warfare 2?
Remember,
And I'll be
no
like,
Russian.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, we served. I was 5th Prestige.
We served. Dude, literally, like, I just remember. And then there was the one kid that was like, I chose not to play that mission.
The fucking
you could skip
contrarian.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
mission?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The airport.
Russian
The
one.
airport
Yeah,
mission.
the
Ah,
airport.
no
that
Russian.
that like caused quite a stir at the time, like in a way that not many other like pieces of
Yeah.
media that
Yeah,
like
dude.
was for our
The
generation.
guy at GameStop literally told my mom about that
Oh
mission
my
while I was checking it out, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
dude, he
yeah,
was trying to
like,
screw
dude,
you.
what-
He was trying to screw you over.
You knew, right? You were
So,
just like, okay, like,
I knew. I told her about it beforehand, and the guy's like, "You have the option to skip it." And my mom's like, "Okay, well, you're gonna skip it." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." And he goes, "But you can also go back and then like not skip it." And my mom was like, "No, like." So
We're
what
not
I did,
getting it.
I got a prepaid gift card. I got a another disc sleeve for my buddy, and
Dude.
I ordered it on Amazon, dude.
The things we would do to get M-rated video games was just like
so stealthy.
I just like even when you're like with your parents, you still have to be stealthy about it.
Yeah.
Like you have to be like, no, there's no like GTA 5. There's no prostitutes. There's so many prostitutes that you can kill.
Dude,
There's
They
so
actually took
many.
them out of the game, Mom.
Yeah.
Dude, the things, I remember I got my dad to buy me God of War. I was like, it's about Greek mythology.
Oh
And he
yeah,
was
I
like,
pulled that. I had to pull that one too, bro. For
would've
like
fallen for
Age of
that.
Mythology, I was like, Dad, I'm gonna learn about my heritage. Like,
Yeah.
And then my
And then
dad
you're
just looking
like,
at
in the room, like
yeah.
throwing chains, like cutting people
And my dad
up.
walks in, and they're like directing a meteor shower on these farmers, and he's like, "Yeah, get that guy, get that."
That guy he deserved it, man. I remember I was in the car with one of my friends. We were talking about BioShock.
Oh, word.
Which
I
was
was a
like-
Fallout guy.
Yeah, I mean, both great games.
Fun game to watch too, honestly.
And I was talking to him, and like there was, so you could like, I forget exactly what it is. There was these little girls that you could like save, or you could like harvest them. Like it was dark, right? And I chose to
Crazy.
save them. Right?
It was like the Annabelle looking girls, right?
Yeah. They were like the girls that like were with the big daddies, the fucking, if you're a gamer, you know.
Yes.
But anyway, in the car, he was telling, I was like, yeah, man, like we were talking about it. And he's like, dude, yeah, that's that game where like you kill little girls. And my mom is driving us to soccer practice, and she's like, what game? I was like, you can save them. And I was just, but then after that, I think there might have been like a swipe through of my video games. Like, what do you have in here?
Oh my god, they put you on a list basically, just like
My mom did. Yeah.
oh, mama. Yeah,
We turned out all right, you know.
Dude,
at the end of the day,
Yeah, because because dad's always said yes, and mom's always said no, I guess. But I don't know. My dad didn't care about the M-rated, and then my mom was very militant.
after Steam came out, it was kind of like open
Yeah,
season.
game over.
Yeah, you could just buy
like
whatever.
once I had a debit card, there's just no way.
Now I don't even think. Yeah, there's nothing to think about now. I'm just like, yeah, give me something disturbing for my brain.
I completely forget that ratings are still a thing. To be honest,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's just funny because like I feel like all the dudes in this room, and a lot of dudes have gone through where it's like, how do we get that game?
Yeah.
That's like a little too spicy.
I'm trying. I just thought I had that thought about well, I haven't looked it up myself because I like keeping this thought alive before I kill it. But like that I heard Barbie is PG-13, and the idea of like someone too young to see Barbie, like the movie, like that's
Yeah.
crazy to me.
I've heard about some Barbie situations.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that's so funny. It's just like it's like girls that are trying to see the Barbie movie, boys trying to play GTA 5. Like they're in the same camp.
I think boys want to see Oppenheimer.
Yeah, boys want to see Oppenheimer. Yeah, okay, you're
And then
right.
they see Oppenheimer. Have you guys seen it?
I've already seen it.
no spoilers.
I loved
I
it,
saw it,
but
yeah.
if I was a little boy and I saw Oppenheimer, I'd be like, "Fuck!" Like what?
If I was a little boy inside, I'd be like,
Yeah,
little wordy.
Yeah, dude, there was movies I wanted to watch as a kid, like a young adolescent, and like I thought it was like this, like thing. It was, I shouldn't be seeing this. I'm too young. But it was when I got into it, I'm like, this is just wordy. This is long. Like I don't have. I want to watch the action scene. I want to watch the scene I'm not supposed to see, and then my
Yeah.
attention was just like dried up.
yeah. It's the. I always consider that like the lack of not getting the invite. You know what I mean when I say that? It's just like
The FOMO.
Yes, the FOMO. Like everyone wants the invite, nobody actually wants to be there. But once you realize like your mom and dad don't want you to see this, like no, under any circumstance, you better not, boy. And then you
That's that American coming out.
and then
America.
you get there and then you see it. You're like, oh my god, I can't. It doesn't even matter if it was good or bad. It was just.
But
like,
you saw it.
But you got to see it.
You were part of it.
You were part of.
Dude, I
Resistance.
remember that's how it was with 300. Remember that
Oh
movie?
yeah, I was not allowed to see that.
I saw it with my like friend's dad, who literally the whole time was just like he was sleeping. I don't
gonna be
know if
me.
he was like even watching or like knew what was happening, but he just took us.
Did you pull the Greek card for that one? Because
I think I tried.
I did for sure. Dude.
I think I
did
tried,
for
yeah.
sure.
I was like, no, it's about my heritage once again. Apparently, really brutal heritage.
Every
Like,
time it's about your heritage. God damn it.
yeah.
They can't all be Greek, these people doing all these violent things.
The Greeks.
Those are the Persians.
everything. Yeah. Dude,
Oh, that was the
fucking-
Persians' fault. Yeah,
That
you're
was
right.
there was really the Persians' fault.
It really was.
Yeah.
I hate them. No, I don't.
Why would I? American Dave hates Persians.
We said we weren't going to get political.
God damn it. It's only from 300, the movie. Those Persians were bad. I don't like those Persians.
Dude, I just remember the sex scene was happening and the
I don't remember
dude's
the sex
parents was just like, we're just like,
The sex
you
scene in that
seeing
movie
this?
is the one I remember, like, my parents just walking into. Like, it's so overblown. There's like that, like, flowing, like,
yeah,
white
they're like behind
orb
like a
thing.
drape. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just like the.
I
Like,
thought I was going to lose my virginity like that. I thought it looked so good.
You thought that's what it
That's
looked
how
like?
you thought it was.
I thought it was going to be like that, and then it wasn't. And then I was like, that's life. Yeah, it was bad.
Let's talk about your virginity. No, I'm just kidding.
We're really getting spicy now.
We won't go too spicy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can play a track, but
Oh, yeah.
okay, let's play a track. I have an idea. Lady, what the fuck? We have, dude. There's a lot of commotion going on today.
I love Lady.
We love Lady. Lady, come here. Come here. You're a sweet girl who shit on the floor earlier.
How big of a shit?
There was.
It wasn't
there were
about the
two.
size. It was about the consistency.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Oh, my lord. Healthy.
No, like unhealthy.
Oh, God, no. Okay, the other way. Okay,
It
gotcha.
was like, yeah, like what you got into something. Yeah.
Lady got into the Mexican restaurant next to my apartment.
Oh no.
What? Oh, my God.
The shit that they threw out.
Yeah, right.
The used cooking oil.
Oh my god, the
I'm going to
worst.
throw up thinking about that.
So we were talking about what was the track. There was a reference to the track that you guys made.
Our collab,
Let's listen to that.
Oh, my God. Yeah. This was how long? When did we start this? Like in November?
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah.
So
Oh
you
my
guys have
God,
been
this is a-
chilling.
This is
It's-
an old song now.
It's been barrel aged.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what they call it.
I love it.
Barrel aging in my hard drive.
I got it. Yeah.
I feel like mine just start to like decompose when they sit on the hard drive.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's a white wine beat, it's going to turn to vinegar. Other times it's like a bourbon beat, it's better in a couple years.
Yeah, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
that's smoky. You're like, they got that
Mace,
wood.
pull that up.
Mace, you want to pull that up for me real quick? Just keep saying that throughout the song.
All right, shades on for this one. Shades on in the club.
Put them on. Ooh, I like how it's got that like trappy hi-hat pattern.
I just want to make sure we keep talking over this so no one rips it.
Yeah, true.
Jerry will downsample it for
Yeah.
put
Oh,
it down
okay.
to 128 for us.
Oh, thank God.
I got you.
That's never stopped me, by the way. The 128 kbps rip.
It's never stopped me
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. Just crank the gain. It sounds fine.
The Reese.
Is that my calling card now?
It's getting there. It's getting. your
It's getting
signature.
there, yeah. It's just nice.
Oh, this is beautiful. I would love to play this back home at like one of those house functions that.
Yo, this needs to be rinsed at Open Decks.
Oh, for real? Oh, it will be. It will be. Yeah, Boston's where I'm from, Boston. It's a lot of like minimal, like like techno type stuff. I would love to show this off there.
Yeah, this is definitely a sunglasses on.
Shades on. Shades
Yeah,
on.
That's a good point.
Yo, that vocal, Dave. Jesus Christ.
I got lucky. You're usually the vocal guy.
Recently, I think you showed me how to pick them.
Oh. My favorite thing about collabs is that like it doesn't feel like it's on me because like I can like groove to this.
Yeah. It's not like egotistical.
Exactly. I'm like, oh yes, it's not me. Finally, like that's how I feel. Like when I listen to my own music and it's a collab, I'm like, oh, these parts that aren't me are beautiful. Like I couldn't do that.
This feels like that like Blade Blood Party aesthetic.
Fuck yeah.
real.
Fuck yeah. I feel like electro and like Miami bass are coming back in like a big way.
I think so.
It was kind of my inspo for the drums.
I love that like reverbed out like greasy. It's like a grumbly.
Dude, that's sub 37, man. It just like makes
That machine.
it's a fucking machine, dude.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
it makes the good stuff.
I showed Dave the Kai signature Reese today, and we were just like nutting over that for a little bit.
Yeah, we were
Like,
all
just,
Sounds so
Yeah,
good.
just fucking pissed off my neighbors and just got some like sick wobbles on.
Yeah, but they were.
I mean, it was
nutty, too.
early.
It was early. It
Not
was
that,
early.
It's the fucking. It's only 7.
Yeah, it's only 7.
You
but
can't piss off your neighbors unless it's
They were
like
nutting,
post
too.
9. They were also up there like, dude, this shit's fat.
My neighbors
Kai's
feel
downplaying
strongly
it. Kai's
about.
downplaying how much they were nutting. They were nutting like really, like a lot.
I can't believe this is resonating me.
Imagine just getting the text like, "Are you guys nutting?"
My old neighbors, I miss them. They moved out of my building, but like when I exchanged numbers because like I know I'm gonna be loud. I know I'm gonna make music. I like kick drums, right? Like, you know, we're kind of all in the same boat on that. But like I wanted to text them, like set a dialogue up so there was like a framework for them to be like, yo, Kai, you're being too fucking loud. Like, just cut that shit out. And one day they texted me and they're like, hey, are you guys playing DDR upstairs? And I was like, no, I'm producing. But I took it as a compliment at the time because like music in DDR is fire. Like,
Oh, yeah.
if
I was
you're
about to
hearing
say.
something through the wall, through your ceiling that sounds like DDR and it's Kai, I'm like, okay,
awesome.
word, let's go.
I love DDR. That's
Yeah.
probably what got me into like electronic music.
I was about to say DDR, like the Ready Steady Go, Paul Oakenfold. That's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that was a huge
Yo, shout
breakthrough.
out Paul.
Yeah,
Dude.
he's wrapped up in controversy, by the way. That Paul
Is he?
Oakenfold.
Oh,
Is he
wait.
really?
This
Have you guys
is
not heard about
unknown to
that?
me.
no.
Oh, exclusive on Poducer.
talk about it.
It's not exclusive. It's everywhere. But like Paul Oakenfold had like an assistant. She was getting paid for some reason.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
sure. The assistant with the agent. She was like 20 years old or whatever, and Paul Oakenfold was just exposing himself. If Paul Oakenfold is watching this right now and he doesn't know who I am, keep it that way. But I mean, like, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Cease and desist incoming.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, bro.
We have to bleep out that whole 30 second. But it's like, it's a news story, so it's what it's.
No, there's nothing
Yeah.
to be bleeped.
Yeah, exactly.
I fuck with, dude. I saw Paul Oakenfold. He didn't play Starrad Surprise, and I was like, "That's my fucking jam." Though.
I didn't know that was, Starlight Surprise was one of those songs that I didn't know I liked electronic music before.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that was, I don't even know if I consider that electronic music. Starlight Surprise, it's so poppy.
It might be some like what do we call it?
Oh,
Fuck. What's that genre in the 90s where it's just like.
Oh, like Eurodance.
I don't know if it's Eurodance, but I know exactly what Jerry's
it's like
talking
big
about.
drums. It's
Yes.
like
Oh,
Fat
Big
Boy
Beat.
Slim. Big Beat.
Big Beat, dude. I fucking love Big Beat.
Dude, it's just a funny genre name.
It's a
like,
very-
dude, yeah, I'm actually listening to Big Beat.
It's
actually
very
what it's
bizarre,
called?
but I
No
feel
way.
like a lot of like breakbeat shit
Steal
came
My
out of
Dude,
that.
like some Moby, some Fat Boy
Yeah.
Steal My
Slim.
Sunshine. That song, is that Big Beat? That one?
Len?
Is that, yeah. The one hit wonder. By the way, if Len's coming to Boston soon, I would love to open.
I've been listening to a lot of 90s shit.
I thought you were about to say Len. I was going to laugh so hard.
No, Len came on and I was like, yo.
I was rocking down. Yeah, it is a great song, actually. Fuck.
Dude, the 90s was
Timeless.
sick because they just like sampled so many good break beats. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
even in like the pop stuff, like Sugar Ray had some break beats.
Remember
like,
that Gorilla song, the 2000, the Soul Child remix?
I literally, that just came on. Yeah.
Are you serious?
19,
2000, yeah, 19
yeah.
2000, the Soul Child remix, specifically the Soul Child remix.
Yeah.
And that's like, oh my God. I love
That's a good one. I just like
Timeless.
I was literally I've been driving around all day listening to 90s music and I'm like, yeah, I'm a 90s kid, but not like because I'm trying to flex it. It's just like
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
like it.
It's probably putting you in a better mood more than
It
anything else.
100% was.
Yeah. Okay. I'm on board with 90s again. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
No, dude, it's that good. it's the good
radio voice on.
Let's do it.
stuff. Yeah. Wait, so poor Paul, man, just fucking getting hit. I mean, not
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
poor.
no.
I don't know what happened.
He's still,
It just-
he's still
I-
DJing the biggest nightclub in Boston later this month. If you have, no, I'm kidding. It was definitely a weird thing that definitely happened recently too, like in the last few weeks. And then he's still touring though.
You know,
Well, I
it's-
feel like you can't get pulled from touring immediately, right?
Probably difficult.
Like you gotta.
I have
You
no idea.
gotta.
I'm not even in,
like-
sort of in that world.
They kind of gotta like go to court a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta have like
Right?
a court date set or I don't know.
I'm happy that there's actually like
I'm
more
so-
of a culture for these things to be revealed though, because it feels
for
like
sure.
something that's like was probably all too common in the 90s, even with some of
Oh,
our
yeah,
like
yeah.
favorite acts of yesteryear, and like there was probably so many like out of court settlements and shit. So it's like
yeah, dude.
I think that I'm hoping that like we could just like
I have to
kind
catch
of
myself sometimes.
yeah, dude. We have to just like grow up as a scene, man, because like EDM is so fucking male dominated still.
Oh yeah.
You know, for
Hold
the
everybody
for the
to
PSA.
We
here.
literally have
standards, man.
never had. We're gonna have a female producer on for the first time coming up soon.
I thought you had girls on here before, no?
We had my friend Mila, and she's not like a producer, but she's a vocalist.
Oh, that's okay. That's
So like
pretty close though.
Yeah, adjacent.
Vocalist knows how to use like DAWs and stuff. Have you ever seen like Ariana Grande like using Pro Tools?
No.
She like really knows how to use it. It's
Really?
nice.
Yo, that's badass.
It's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's
sick.
It's
That's kinda
like
dope.
Ariana Grande posted like a Instagram story of her comping her vocals and like slicing out the parts that she likes and like sending that out. Like
She knows
like
Pro
very smart.
Tools more than Carnage knows FL Studio, dude.
Holy
Like,
crap! Yeah, I'm probably not even kidding. That's why I'm not even laughing because it's true.
It's yeah.
like vocalists that know their DAW. Just like cheat codes, like
Yeah, for
people
real.
who can like record their own. Like you just send them an instrumental, and then they just like cut in on it and you're just ready to go.
God damn! I wish I was.
I feel like you should know that as a vocalist. Like if you want to get shit done, right?
I remember getting like working with a vocalist and he wasn't like seasoned or anything like experienced, and this guy sent me, I'm not exaggerating, 25 stems of like not just like the main, but like ad libs and just like all these other stuff you wanted to throw in, like, oh, and this is like a passive idea that I thought about. You use it if you want. Like I was just like, oh my, this is crazy. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind
like
of
you wanted him to comp that down into like fatter.
yeah.
Like here's the main, here's the ad libs.
like please, like at most 4 tracks at most. Like God, no more than that. At that point,
If they're sending you multiple takes and you're like having to decide between
No,
their
I'm
takes,
not doing
like
that.
game over. That's like soil.
Oh yeah.
so
like
much.
if you're like, I'm not sure if this should stay in. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta at least know what you want to stay in.
exactly.
What
why I
is
never
your
work with
guys'
vocals.
take on like, I mean, up and coming or producers that don't have access to like session vocalists? How do you feel about like people saying that a producer shouldn't just be like sampling records and they should be looking to like work with smaller vocalists and stuff like that?
Ugh.
I don't know
I
if you
roll my
need
eyes.
to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think you should have to do that.
I feel like sometimes
saying
the sample just really like it's what's
Hits.
immediate and
Yeah.
it's what people are gonna recognize, and
my
so like
God.
just run with it.
I mean, work with people if you think they sound good, but don't be getting that 5-hour studio time and just blowing it.
Exactly. That was like a big thing with the oh shoot, who's that big freaking house label? Oh my god, everyone's gonna kill me when they realize how big it is.
Confessions.
Tool Rooms. Yes,
Rooms.
I'm not even joking. It was Tool Rooms, and I think they were doing like a Twitch demo stream. Like they were just looking through stuff, and one of the things was like if they don't see like an original vocalist on there, they
Yeah, it's like just
they
like
know
the
it's gonna be-
Splice stigma.
they think it's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and like there is still gems to be found on Splice. Like I've heard records like that I love, and then I'll hear the sample again in another record, and I feel like that kind of lore is fun for me. Like that's why I'm happy that people are sampling. And
You know, it's weirder coming across a vocalist who went popular on Splice and then watching their Instagram story being like, I don't like what these producers are doing with my voice. Like they're not like flipping it, they're not transposing it, they're not pitching it to a different thing.
dry.
It's just a dry vocal. They're just dropping it into their song. I want to name the name of the song, but because it's a specific one.
Whistleblower Dave.
Yeah, I don't want to be a whistleblower. This sucks. But yeah, shout out Mollis. She's awesome. She's a great vocalist. Great vocalist. Everyone's taking advantage of her like Splice samples, and honestly, they should. They're fantastic.
dude,
fire.
Over Mono was like a Splice sample, right? Like that one track, that one there was a over. I might be talking out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure the Over Mono Baby is like a Splice sample.
I am not familiar.
I don't know.
Mace, pull that up.
Mace,
Over
can you
Mono?
Mace,
Yeah, Over Mono. Can you fact check me on that?
Mace, can you pull up my deepest darkest secrets?
Because I've seen like YouTube reconstructions of it, so it's like a known sample from a pack. It might not be on Splice.
Mace, can you draw me a bath?
Can you draw me a bath? Wash away my sins of insulting Over Mono.
Mace, can you do that for him?
Wait, is this like over mono bass, like how to make over mono, like that guy? What are we talking about here?
There's a
All right,
track
while you guys do
called
this, I'm-
Baby by Over Mono, and I'm pretty
Oh.
sure if you go on Who Sampled, the sample is
I
from like a
feel you.
pack.
Lady wants to go outside so bad. There should be a lady cam.
Dude, I wish.
Yeah.
She's been on so many.
Yo, producer moment here. Fuck with Vengeance Vocal Essentials Volume
That's a tip
2.
I learned
Bro,
today.
I've gotten like 4 records out of there.
Yeah.
I swear to God. You gave me that, right?
I think so,
You literally did.
I
It's
gotta-
so hard.
I gotta get that vocalist.
Yo, I'm not finding baby here.
Rip.
Yeah. Would
Yo.
would it be under a different name?
My phone's charging. Well, we can let me grab it. I'm gonna go off
This is
cam. I'm gonna
great.
find
I love
this.
this.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find this.
Pause, but also just keep going.
I love this. Yeah. No, keep it going.
I don't know for continuity if we probably don't want to cut all this out because I was being a fucking like ignoramus just talking about it. So
Yeah, I practically ended Paul Oakenfold's career.
I think it's just like in the news. I don't think it's about ending a career.
It's like America.
That'd be
Dave
crazy if I
hates
broke
Paul
that story.
Oakenfold. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Dude, that would be sick for the podcast. We'd
That'd be good
like,
for you.
hell yeah, like, yeah, broken the story.
Holy crap! How did he know? It's just like, oh,
We should have like a thing where we get more like current topics. I just don't know where to find them. Like,
No, let's just make them up. Let's just spread
Yeah.
rumors, dude.
honestly,
that'd be fun.
let's just. That's kind of what I did. That's kind of what, like unsubstantiated.
Yo,
at
it's
all.
kinda what I do,
None of us
actually.
Googled it. Like, you know,
did Mace? Did you Google any of that?
I swear to God, it's real. I'm not making
Yeah,
it
no,
up.
there's a Guardian
Yeah.
article that said
Oh.
he's been accused, but
allegedly,
nothing like, yeah, it's
not-
Alleged.
So it hasn't gone through yet.
right.
settlement.
There
is
were
still
no-
on
Yeah, I
the
mean,
line.
you know,
It's still on the line.
you gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta wait for the court date. That's what I always
Yeah.
say. I mean, still,
That's right.
There were no Tulsa ID badges to back it up.
Oh,
Remember that guy?
He's trying to come back.
Yeah.
Dude, he is.
That people were like,
Dude, who's supporting
review
Datsik
bombing
on that
his
lineup?
event.
Who's opening for Datsik? going around
Some
telling people
poor
they're
soul
opening.
dude who's just like a tear out rhythm producer,
Just
who
trying to put it
like way
on.
too young, doesn't understand
Like
the
it
lineage.
could be controversial, but like good. I don't know.
When you put
For
it like,
them, it's the Call of Duty mission, bro. They're like, like they're like, wait, am I gonna skip this step in my career? Like, I could open for Datsik, bro.
Have you seen that meme of Skrillex where he's got like his glasses slightly down and he's just looking like
Oh,
that?
dude, I've seen what the wait. Has anybody explained the JP Skrillex photo? Is
What's
that
that?
the Jordan Peterson Skrillex photo?
Oh.
I think that's in like the fucking Sweden airport, right? Like Stockholm, Arlanda, or some shit. Like they're just standing in front of these like photos together.
No, I
and
think
it was
Jordan
posted
Peterson
with.
tweeted like it was so great meeting you, Sonny, and your wife, and that was the first time anybody ever heard about Sonny. About
He's married.
yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, you heard it here first,
Dude,
What? What?
So Paul Oakenfold
wasn't he
ruined?
I
and
just knew
Skrillex
he
is
was
married.
I just knew he was dating like Ellie Goulding.
Yeah.
That was like
But-
10
a
years ago.
millennia.
Yeah, I mean that was like old news, but like that's all I knew of his dating life.
That was before like electricity, I think. My God, that was, no, I'm kidding. I'm just being an asshole. No, I think Skrillex is according to Jordan Peterson's tweet. According to old JP.
If JP is to be believed,
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's
He
tough.
was
one.
off.
It
he
is.
was off.
It's
the
tough
perky.
to follow a guy
Yeah.
that like preaches like make your bed, and then he just went to rehab.
Make your bed and then take a Percocet.
Yeah, take a perk, celebrate. You'd made that, dude. Look how good that bed looks.
Dude, the NDA must be pretty strong because it's nothing on
Only in the
Skrillex's wife.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
JP
no, nothing.
JP slipped up then, and it was just like scrubbed.
I swear to God, JP said like you and your wife. Like okay,
That might be
whatever.
some
me see if I can pull this
Scientology
up.
power. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sorry.
Is
we're not-
Skrillex-
we're-
is
I don't wanna
Skrillex in
pull-
I swear to God,
Scientology?
there's a point of allegiance.
His dad.
Yeah.
His dad was a guy. Big.
Really?
That is the EDM Illuminati then.
That's why he had the mothership
Yeah.
tour.
No, you're shitting me.
No, I'm not actually fucking with you.
No,
So
yeah,
this
he
was
did- he
in
did have
part
Mothership
like
tour, I remember
backed.
that.
Well, I remember the Mothership tour, but like this was in part backed by like
Why does he love aliens so much? No, I mean he
I
talked
hate
about
aliens.
it. You know that Katie Couric interview with Skrill, where like
way
Marshmallow
back, way
calls
back in the
him?
day. Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
Like she's like, so your dad was a Scientologist, and he's like, he talks about it. He does like a
Wow.
really good explanation. He's like, yeah, like that's not really my thing,
Sure.
but like my dad was definitely part of it. Damn, and
That's why he's so good.
I mean,
It's the alien technology.
yeah, they have alien tech.
No, man, it's always like the top of the entertainment industry is tied to Scientology. You got John Travolta, Tom Cruise, Skrillex.
It's a tax haven, bro. It's a religion. They don't have to pay taxes
They don't
or
have to
some
pay
shit. I don't know.
I didn't even know
there's
that
some
aspect.
financial.
That makes so much
There's some
It's a-
financial.
It's a DistroKid
applications, yeah.
tax haven. Yeah, Skrillex doesn't have to pay his DistroKid.
L. Ron Hubbard actually ran DistroKid.
Created DistroKid, yeah.
Oh,
You know, DistroKid is actually owned by Spotify.
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's,
And we're all getting duped.
What?
Like,
yeah, they've monetized the
I just
fact that
canceled my
their
DistroKid.
Wait,
platform
crazy.
sucks.
So is
Wow.
that like you pay what X amount per month to upload it, and then your
You don't make
10,000
any
streams
money.
get like $2.50?
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you're just
Sorry.
kind of
Yeah.
getting charged coming and going, right? Because like Spotify at various points has had a direct relationship with artists who upload music. Like I think famously like Chance was like had a direct relationship, and like a lot of other people, but like that was always just like an invite only thing. And
Yeah.
then they just became a shareholder in DistroKid, and they're like, yeah, we're not going to ever build this part of Spotify, but like we want to make money on it, and we want to charge people for real estate on our platform.
So we don't even have to put on tinfoil hats. Like this is very
That's
clearly
confirmed.
out
Yeah.
there. Yeah, like
Wow.
I mean, it's
I didn't know.
I still have DistroKid, but it's dude the whole. Yeah, they got to figure something.
I mean, yo, coming like full circle, like other distributors, like all of the Ionic stuff is down now. I don't if you saw that email, Dave, that I showed you that like there are other people like Labelworks will host stuff, but like you have to stay very consistent with the other services if they're like free or like you just pay to join. If you're not like continually putting out tracks or like having activity on your account, like they'll delist your songs. So like in a true kind of I think it was time for everything from Ionic to be scrubbed, but like all the old Max, all the American Dave, all the like OG Kai stuff is just gonna come down when our
Shout out
account
Kyle
is
Hobbs.
finally. Yo, shout out Kyle. Yeah, all that's coming down too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Damn.
really sad.
It's weird, man. I think about how like everyone is so concerned with their Spotify numbers, and I'm just like thinking about like how
useless.
I mean, it's useful right now in the sense that if you have good Spotify numbers, that is the probably most important metric to get you booked, to get you doing bigger shit.
So I have a buddy that he always points out how many more Spotify followers monthly Spotify listeners that I have. He always points it out that I have more than these people at like these venues, and what I just don't. I cannot make the connection in my head. Like it's just like I don't know if those like Spotify monthly listeners are like warranted at all. Like honestly, because like I didn't work hard for them. I had a label put them out, and like the label did a very good job of marketing them. But
you made a good
shout out
track.
Jadū
That's
Dala.
all you need to do.
Which is really great.
It's
Yeah.
good tracks.
You made something that people like, and they're
Yeah.
coming back to it. I think that's the only way to really explain those, right? Is that like people are continually listening to like the Jadū tunes, like Tyson or like Get a Amen, and like some of those classics. And like, I'm happy. I don't want to get on my soapbox, but I'm so happy to see you like making music again. But like those were some of my favorite fucking records at the time.
yeah,
Like straight up.
Dave,
I'm gonna keep trying. Don't
Think
worry.
about this. Like, you know how we listened in our upcoming to like just some shitty 2012 trap music, and from like somebody you'd never heard of before on Spotify or on SoundCloud, like. Not saying your music's shitty. People are coming.
was fun.
You're like you're making that impact with your tunes on some people just getting into the scene, man. People
I
are
hope
coming
so.
back to that, and like they're gonna be like, "Yo, what was that?"
I
track?
feel like
Yo,
Tyson is a
Dave,
classic.
man." It is.
Tyson
Dude,
is a
it for
classic.
sure is.
Like, could
The
we
fucking
listen
like,
to
come
Tyson?
on.
We can listen.
Yeah,
Paul
we should listen to Tyson.
Tyson's a really interesting story because this was Tyson was an unfinished song, and it became my most popular. It's almost hitting 1 million on Spotify right now. Actually,
Damn.
it's at 970.
Yo, stream fucking Tyson.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah. What the fuck? But what's it?
Who was that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that was the YouTube
Oh, that was-
video
that was the
on,
YouTube,
on
yeah.
Over
I
Mono that we
that was
had
the fifth
pulled up.
mic on our show.
Yeah. We never really like sealed the thing on that, but anyway, whatever. It's okay.
Dude,
we don't
you
have
got
to.
the download gate, man. Come on now.
Do I have an download get on there?
It's on SoundCloud, but it's on Jadū.
God,
yeah, no,
damn
that's
it,
all right,
guys.
That's all right.
That song is so old now. But
Wait, I have a ripper, dude. Just so
You just rip it.
Oh,
Just rip it.
Yeah.
Just rip it. I don't care.
built in, dude. When we're doing this shit,
Yeah.
I'm not wasting time.
Yeah, why would you? I was about to say though, like, yeah,
Does it work?
Not on incognito. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
back to the provenance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The reason that the song became my most popular song. In 2018, I was working in telecom, and in the middle of the workday, I get a call from one of my roommates, just being like, "Yo, our apartment just got robbed," and I was like,
What?
"Oh fuck." Like I was just like how bad is it? And he was just like this guy ransacked the whole place. Like there's shit everywhere, all over the apartment. I get back home after a hard day of work in telecom, and laptop by my backup hard drives, all of it is gone. I had the latest rough draft of Tyson on my phone. A crappy MP3 version that was not mixed or mastered, and I sent it to a guy in Philadelphia. Shout out Jared. Who mixed and mastered it. He was roommates with one of the co-founders of Jadū Dala, and this guy overheard his roommate mixing and mastering my song, and he walked over. I never emailed these guys. I never heard of this label, and he just was like, "Yo, I would like to sign that song," and then what's
The
that guy?
Vine craze or like the TikToks,
Yeah,
like the early
oh.
TikToks and shit, like went off crazy for it too.
It did well on TikTok. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Or Musically at the time, wasn't it? Or was like
before it was TikTok.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know what's funny about that is that they Trap Nation was like distributing that song, and they mislabeled.
You never got any of that.
I never got a
notoriety back.
notoriety off of that. No, they mislabeled my own song as Trap Nation original mix was what it came out as on TikTok, and
So the original audio, dude.
yeah, it's original audio, and it was just like, no, it's American Dave Tyson, and nobody knew this. And there was like over 1,000 videos like of people like making TikToks to my
Around the world too.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yo, I got it pulled up. I think we can need to.
Let's run it.
Let's run it.
Oh, let's run it. Yeah, let's do it.
run it.
Golly.
So this was like your bounce off of Ableton that you sent, and then he mixed and mastered
It's like
it.
reconstructed it.
So I extracted all the MP3s off my iPhone to my new MacBook, and then I sent the MP3 to the guy that was mastering it. And then and then he this is what it came out as. And as I listened to it today, I'm like, there could have been more to this. But honestly, seeing the result of all this happening, this song hitting almost 1 million streams and whatnot, it's like, all right, maybe I don't regret it that much. Like, maybe I was...
God. They lost the Supreme.
I gotta say, I love your Spotify cover profile picture too, dude. It's so good.
That was a fun little photo shoot. Yeah, like wearing a nice little camo coat, looking too serious. Even though I'm like a laughy, like those photos are too serious for me.
Nah, you gotta look serious in the pic.
I'll try to look serious for the rest of this pod.
Just Zoolander face, like.
Was he doing Blue Steel? Oh,
My
Jesus
God.
Christ!
Yo, the shades up. The shades
fire.
up.
Yo, the photographer told me to do that. I swear to God, she was just
it's
like,
pretty
pose.
sick, though.
because
No, it's
she
sick.
was like, like, what other poses do you want to do? I was like, what? And she was like, try
She's like,
this.
do a funny one.
Yeah, I was like,
No, dude, this fucking goes.
I love the fucking eagle.
oh yeah, I know. I
Freedom.
I gotta try to make
Yeah.
that part of my the newer songs that I'm making right now. I gotta fit that in there.
I'm scared to death.
I feel like this was ahead of its time. Like bass music has gotten a lot more minimal
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
with just
Yeah.
like shit that just really hits. And like
Yeah,
at the
literally.
time there was like so much excess in this
Yeah, it
style.
was. Yeah. A lot of people say that this like hits the chord of like with funk or something, like without the cowbells, I guess, but
Proto funk.
Proto-funk.
Yeah. I wish the show could last for like 4 hours, man. This is. I was watching some of the other episodes of Poducer, trying to prepare. I had Matchbox 20 in the back pocket for the my first
you were
concert.
ready?
I was ready for that one.
Yeah.
But then then you asked the second question. Well, it's towards the end though. I don't want to fuck that
We'll
up.
do it. Yeah, we'll do it at the end.
We'll do it towards the end.
end with that. Yeah.
Okay.
That was fire.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That's my magnum opus. That song. I don't know how how that song got as popular as it did. It was just an unfinished song. One person overheard it. He decided to give it a yes, and it took off.
I
was
love
very
how
lucky.
the connection to Jadū Dala, which I don't know how prevalent they are now still. Like, I feel like they're definitely still around.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a time on SoundCloud where it was like, oh, dude, the new Jadū Dala track is out.
Yo, shout out Ellipses, aka Jake. I remember he messaged me just being like, "You do realize how big of a deal that is, right?" Like, I didn't know that record label. I just didn't know them. I was just like, and they were just
Yeah.
like, "This is pretty good." Like, they have good connections and whatnot. And then
Yeah, like Saruda and like so many people are like
What's
on
So
it.
Not just released a
Yeah.
song on them. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
I was pretty happy about that.
But
yeah.
they like somehow had the most simple like visuals, but it became iconic so quickly.
Yes.
It was just that gradient with like something like an animal or whatever.
For Tyson, they did a Cobra because of Mike Tyson, obviously.
Yeah.
So I was pretty stumped. I was pretty.
I would say it's like a spiritual successor to Main Course in a way. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Jadū kind of like occupies like this place of being like a SoundCloud label that's like pretty prolific that like Main Course had too. And it's crazy that you have like tracks on both.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I appreciate that. I'm really bad at taking compliments.
Me
well,
too.
I'm just here
Yeah.
I'm here to make you blush, Dave.
well, yeah, I take it as almost as an insult. Almost, it's like, it's like Jesus Christ. Like, what's wrong?
Thanks
with
for
me?
calling me out, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
Why are you putting me on blast on the podcast?
On your own show.
on my yeah, about me, dude. What's wrong with you?
Well,
friend.
Well, yo, like on a different note, I'm pretty sure that we got me and Mace have a new system where we ask people questions slightly prior to the podcast, and I think the form, yeah, I think you said something, if I remember correctly, that you know how to fly a plane.
Oh my lord, yeah, that was fun. I took flying lessons when I was in college. I got to solo a few times, which was great.
What kind of plane? Like
Cessna.
A propeller plane or
Cessna
like a fucking
172.
jet? No, I mean,
God, can you imagine they get me started on
they
a
let
jet?
you get in a jet.
I would immediately do a barrel rolling crash. No. I got into a Cessna, a sexy little Cessna 172.
I love that cable fucking suspension right there.
You can't not discount the cable suspension.
What is more American than flying?
Eating.
I was like, it's like me and the Wright
Eating
brothers.
is also
eating. Oh, I love eating.
Binge eating.
Oh,
Excessive eating.
We could have had more tacos today, Kai.
Dude, we held back. We only had 2 each.
We held
Wow.
back. Yeah,
We'll put a pizza in later.
Word,
It's fine. We'll
word.
get
I don't
it
want to
back
flex
up.
our muscles, but we were hanging out with. No, I'm Kai knows where that joke was going.
I do.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god, I'm living La Vida Loca right now. Just just having a good time.
Take
on
us through
vacation.
this day, because like it almost there were
happen.
some bumps in the road, like getting you here today as your fixer.
As Kai was the escort.
Yes, Kai.
Not like, okay. The escorter, like the transporter.
The transporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A little bit more hair than Jason has, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it was great. Not really. No, the day before, like literally yesterday at like noon, American Airlines tells me that my flight's canceled, and I was just like, all right. So I scrambled. I had to book a brand new
I got a
flight this
frantic screenshot, and I was very worried that I
oh,
wasn't going to be
no.
able to like deliver Dave to you.
morning. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been no
Yeah.
stress, but I would have just been stressful that you couldn't come through, for a planned trip.
I was about to freak out. We figured it out though. It's all good. I'm here. Ladies in the room with us. We got
Lady
this.
is not on camera, but she's a dog. Once
Oh
again,
yeah, I should specify. Jesus
shit on the floor.
Jesus Christ. How many times have we referenced lady throughout this podcast?
I think we've referenced the
She's
floor
been-
shitting
she's-
before we mentioned that she was a dog.
Yeah. She's actually a woman.
She's an American Dave groupie.
I hate it when don't you
yeah.
hate it when your girlfriend shits on the
This is like, I think you should leave, like, skip right now.
I only saw that show recently. I love that show. My God,
It's a goodie.
it's one of those shows where I was just like, I don't want to watch it. It's gonna be annoying, and I was just like, this is the best show ever. I love this show. Yeah.
So what happened? American Airlines hit you back and was like, we actually got you.
We got you on Saturday. You fly in on Saturday night. So I would not be here. Like, if that was
less than 12 hours.
It would have been a less than 12-hour vacation if I went with American Airlines.
Damn.
Sorry, like my dad is a former captain for American Airlines, just recently retired, and I'm like, fuck American Airlines now. I hate you.
My
American
mom's
Airlines.
like, I feel like it's like an old generation thing where they're like, American Airlines.
Yeah.
You gotta fly it. And I'm just like, I'm about to get on that frontier.
yeah, I'm about to get on Spirit.
Yeah,
straight up.
We're going for cost
yeah.
these days. What's up? Oh, Lordy.
So, but you figured it out. You
I
got a
figured
new
it out.
airline.
I got here, and United's back. Shout out United. They're paying for this whole trip.
Nice.
No, they're not.
Nice.
I fucking wish. Yeah.
Also an American company.
Is it?
I mean, I feel
It's a
like,
Chicago company, baby.
is it?
Represent. Yes,
Really?
sir. Oh,
No
yeah.
wonder why I got a flight to Chicago so easy.
I don't know. They're a hub here, so probably.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
They're like, we
That makes
love
sense.
O'Hare.
Yeah.
Listeners at
Weird-
home, let
weird
us know.
take.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird take.
For the folks at home, let us know what you think.
So my real question is, why didn't you just fly yourself?
Fuck. It's like I thought about like just taking a plane when no one's looking at Logan Airport, but like it's pretty hard.
That nets you 5 stars, and then you can't get rid of those.
It's
man.
actually an
They're
immediate
chasing
5.
you.
It's really hard to get 5 stars, and once you get 5 stars, it's really hard to shake it off.
So when you play the like airplane simulator, flight simulator,
Yes, oh my god, yeah.
like you push all the buttons and shit.
100%.
Literally.
When I was in high school, I would I actually made money making flight simulator videos.
God, made money.
Like these companies would make like add-on software for Microsoft Flight Simulator X, and they would like book me to make like a machinima video almost. And
machinima, damn.
Yeah, remember those,
dude? Yeah.
Remember those?
Taking me back.
Yeah. And they would, that was all throughout high school. I spent my time video editing.
Dude, shout out Machinima. That's a classic.
Shout out
Red
Sony
versus
Vegas.
Blue.
Remember Sony Vegas? Anybody use
yeah.
that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not around anymore.
Is it not?
I can't imagine. I can't
What was
imagine.
the DAW, like Acid? Sony Acid? Yeah. Was that like what?
Sony Acid.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, every time we do a podcast, we learn about a new DAW. The last one was... Dude, we had a Moide on, and he was telling us about Beaterator, the Rockstar Timbaland collab for the PSP. It literally was like a DAW.
What?
That's fire.
What?
Yeah. Holy shit.
I want that.
That's what he started producing on. I was like, brother, what? When did that? I mean,
I
it
gotta
looks.
listen to that episode.
I
Holy
watched
crap.
some videos, and it looks a little clunky, but like also Rockstar made it. That's kind of crazy.
I mean, if Timbaland was involved, I mean,
And Timbaland, yeah,
yeah, that's a big deal. That's a big freaking deal.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
how you get
Yo,
the Timbaland
imagine-
kit.
Yo,
Reddit's cracked it out of the PSP.
You hear about that Timbaland kit? Like anyone who uses those loops, they get screwed. Like they
No, what is this?
Wait, actually?
immediate DMCA, immediate. Like you cannot use his loops like that he put out for you to buy. Like it's crazy. You can
That
use-
sounds
you can-
awfully Timbaland.
you can
Are they
use-
royalty free?
No,
No.
No.
You can use his one shots and get away with it. You can't use his loops and get away with it. It's
Wow.
like they'll transpose it. Like these
I'm
producers.
actually shocked that he's even able to enforce that. You know what I mean?
It sounds like a challenge now to like flip one of
Yo.
these in like
Yeah.
a jungle.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. We might have just found something. We
going
might have
on
just
here?
found a hack.
What's going on here?
All right, so Acid Pro 11 Suite for $130. Here's what's included: Isotope Ozone 10,
What?
Wait, whoa.
Melodyne 5,
What?
it's some other shit and a bunch of loops.
Is it exclusively?
Wait,
through
that
program,
seems like
though?
it's worth it just for
That's amazing.
ozone.
It literally,
Whoa.
their thing is save $3,300.
What?
Yeah.
Is this
Dude,
like-
Melodyne's expensive,
bro.
bro.
Melodyne is.
Did we just find like?
Yo, it's not Black
So
Friday.
is this gonna be the clip for the episode? This has to be it. This is like a huge pro tip. Like
This is a come up.
So Sony has a DAW that still exists.
It's not Sony. It's,
Munchie made all of his music off of that. Remember Munchie Mouton?
Oh no, we just interviewed a different Munchie, and I was like, that guy? No,
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Wait, so it's
I've
not
fucking
Sony anymore?
Bring back Moonbaton. No, it's
Yeah.
a company called Magix with an X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it used to be?
I'm considering buying that.
I mean, dude, that's too good.
I don't even. I have Ozone, but it's 9. At that point, it's like cheaper. What the fuck? And you get the
I have those
DAW.
on 9 too. Yeah. Oh, and you get the DAW. Well, yeah. How useful is that DAW though? Who knows?
How many of you guys
I
know how to
mean,
use
I've
a
never
separate
played a
DAW?
different DAW.
Like, do you only know how to use
Wait,
Ableton?
how many DAWs have you guys experienced with? Everyone in this room.
I
I'm
had to
curious.
use Pro
Two.
Tools in school.
Two.
And I hated Pro Tools.
You hated Pro Tools.
Everything,
Two
like,
DAWs?
you try to change an audio input, and it's like, we're going to have to reboot, actually. Like,
Wait, so you're Pro Tools Ableton, right?
Pro Tools
Yeah.
and Ableton.
So
Yeah.
2.
What about you?
Logic Ableton.
Logic and Ableton. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm only
Mac Boy.
Ableton.
Mac
classic,
Boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only Ableton.
I mean,
how about you,
I
Mace?
could throw GarageBand in there, and
yeah,
also
are we counting
Audacity.
GarageBand?
Does Audacity count?
Garage
I would
Band.
say unless you made a whole track in Audacity,
Yeah,
probably not.
Something of any
Audacity, yeah.
length.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
Corey
2
Burial.
FL Studio and Ableton. But if we're counting GarageBand, I mean,
Oh yeah.
2 or 3.
We had to do some of that in school a little bit. Yeah.
Hey, I remember taking a EDM production, not EDM, but production school, and they made us use GarageBand.
Oh, yo, actually,
detrimental.
Sibelius too. I guess if we're counting,
Is that
one
the
too.
scorring one?
Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
The composition.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
composition.
Isn't that a
one.
Harry Potter thing?
That's Expelliarmus, bro.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It sounds like a spell. Yeah.
Sibelius.
Sibelius.
Sibelius, it just turns your words into like
Kill him.
It's a fucking
Invocation.
bass one shot.
Kill the dance
yeah,
floor.
yeah. Samples like your fucking voice. God, that'd be sick.
That would be nice. What a concept.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. All right, so We'll put a pin in the flight thing. Just
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I stopped. I don't know. We can keep talking about it. So I sort of did not put a period on that at all. So yeah, I took flying lessons. It was very expensive. I was working at Logan Airport also, and I was working there for about 2.5 years at that point. And I think I spoke with enough pilots that weren't my dad, who weren't going to sugarcoat it. Like what the life is like. It's pretty difficult. You don't get to sleep in your own bed a lot. You might have to invest in a crash pad, aka a second apartment, with like 10 other pilots that also invest in it. My dad did that. It was just after working on the ramp, dancing around with orange glow sticks for enough time, I was like, I don't enjoy doing this, and I don't see how becoming a pilot's gonna make that better. And not to mention, I was already working the shifts were 12, 16 hours sometimes.
Damn.
If you were working a double shift at Logan Airport or any airport, I mean, God bless you. I mean, you're the hardest worker out there in my opinion. But yeah, crazy.
It is nice to just I was on a airplane the other day and something happened, and I was sitting next to a ex-pilot, and he was like, "You guys in a hurry?" And I was like, not really, but I mean, I'd like to get to my location. He was like, yeah, this might take a while. Because whatever they said over the intercom, he's like, yeah, that's only happened to me one time in my career, and it took a long time. And I was just like, fuck.
This pilot was trying to be a bro to those two pilots up front, I think.
It at least gave me a realistic expectation. I was like, oh, we might not even go out. But then somehow they figured it out. I don't remember what happened.
I can just see the pilot being like, yeah, these guys don't know what they're doing. Me? I know what's going on. I can see that happening.
He was kind of like that, but he was just they were just already him and his wife worked in the airlines, and they were already on another plane basically. They're like, yeah, if this one doesn't take off, we're on another bird. I was like, all right, fuck. That sounds sick, but also I'm fucked.
Yeah, right.
My trip is fucked.
Oh man, it must be so cool to be a pilot.
I mean, there's perks.
Yeah, there's perks. There's definitely perks for being a pilot. I've seen it firsthand, but flying standby is not fun. If I flew standby to Chicago in the summer, I would.
You'd probably just be getting here.
I would not be here.
Yeah.
Straight up, I would not get on the flight. Yeah, that was not a fun time. Living off of those benefits, my dad's pilot benefits, and just being like, okay, so for this flight, your older brother are going to fly to Boston, and then in the next flight, when they do have enough seats for us, then we're going to meet you guys there.
There were separate trips.
Yeah. Oh. Every Thanksgiving, yeah.
See, but when it's economy, when you're thinking about the economics of it, you're like, we'll get there.
Yeah, exactly. It's we'll figure it out.
You might miss Christmas, but it's fine.
Yeah. We'll be there for Boxing Day.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Standby, baby. Love it.
Damn. Okay, so
flight travel.
Yeah, so planes are in the bloodline. It seems like.
Yeah, 100%. I like to think so. Just I'm obsessed with airplanes. Some people call me autistic, but I love airplanes. So. Yeah.
What about
I feel you on that though, Dave. No, I'm with you there. Yeah.
Thanks, Mice. We're both autistic.
We also just need to reference the Boost the Master cover art for Dave's track is a jet plane.
I have got to say thank you, Kai. Thank you, Kiefer. I don't know who suggested that. It was one of you guys.
It was my idea to do the jet for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Got you.
I saw that and my heart. That was the first thing at all. As American Dave. We can listen to it right now. No, put it on. No, put it on. It's okay. It's the first song I put out in 2 years as American Dave. And Kai and Kiefer, credits to them for pulling me out, making me realize this whole flaps thing isn't really. They didn't say that, but I was thinking that in my head. I was like, this.
It was kind of like an Inception level thing. It was had to make you come to it yourself.
I got Inceptioned.
I got Incepted.
That's the name of the episode.
Dude, you're on Amazon Japan.
What?
I don't know if you know that.
Oh, shit.
What is on this song?
Yeah.
You guys have distribution on Amazon Japan?
Yo, shout out DistroKid.
Shout out DistroKid.
Are we using my VPN? What's happening?
Yeah.
This was a sick remix for this track.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yo, shout out Sweater Disco on the engineering.
Oh my god.
Fucking
Shout out.
icy.
Sweater disco.
Yo, how did you get that noise on there? Is that erosion?
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Yeah.
Word.
It's literally, as soon as I discovered erosion, I was like, why isn't everybody using? And then they were.
dude.
And then they
Erosion's
were.
fire for subtones. You get that little like tracing frequency.
It's something that's like never changed either. Like it's
Yeah.
pretty much exactly the same as when I started, and it's just as useful.
That's how you get
It's
the
great,
taser
yeah.
bass, right? The taser bass? No?
I mean, there's a couple
I
different
think you
ways to do
could.
it.
Okay.
FM synthesis. No, I don't know. I mean,
All right. All right.
Across the fade to boost in the master.
God damn. Thank you, Michael. Holy shit. I'm listening to this myself and I'm like, oh, I made this? Wow. It didn't sound like this when I sent it to him. That's all I gotta say.
it was literally like that fucking video of DJ Khaled.
I sent him a DJ Khaled sample and he just
He's like,
turned
dude,
it to
this
his-
is fire.
Yeah, right. Michael's like gassing me up. I'm like, oh, this is really good. I'm sure Michael has to do that all the time. How many engineers out there have to gas up the people, like their clients? Like,
Positive gaslighting. That's been the
Kiefer.
meme today.
Shout out Kiefer.
Yo,
for
shout
coming
out
up-
Kiefer Ian. Today at lunch, like we were just like inserting the phrase positive gaslighting into everything. Particularly like in EDM, like you come off the stage and everyone's like, yo, fire
good
set,
set.
bro.
Yo,
good
yeah.
set.
Great job.
Good set, bro. That's
I mean-
positive gaslighting.
I mean, honestly,
I was out having a cigarette, but good set.
I can't like. Yeah. I wasn't there.
I caught the opening though.
Yeah.
Like the least important part.
I mean,
fuck.
I think every single time I see like a brother play a show, I'll be like, you fucking got up there and did your thing. Like,
Yeah, I don't even care if like a friend of mine does bad in front of a crowd of 1,000 people. To be honest with you, I was
You're
like,
just like,
holy shit,
that
dude!
was- yeah.
Holy shit! I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to see you.
all the mistakes
real.
that you made, no one heard them.
People don't
Literally
notice those.
nobody gives a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
they don't care. I think I train wrecked in front of a Keys and Crates crowd when I transitioned from Young Lean to like a Linkin Park song, "Place for My Head," the remix from Reanimation, which is at 130 BPM, which very easy to DJ, by the way. And I closed it out with that. And yeah, I think I might have wrecked the vibe of the go-go dancers that were expecting house music all night. And
Oh shit, there were go-go dancers though.
there
I
were
mean,
go-go
like
dancers, yeah,
The Go-Go's were expecting Losing It by Fisher.
they were, and I didn't give it to them. I didn't.
they were just like, what do I do now?
They were. I've never seen like with no drums or any like no like you know what I mean, like during those breaks in the songs where there's nothing going on. They're just like,
I feel like the go-go dancers are never on beat either, though. It doesn't even really
Yeah.
matter. You know what I mean?
I've had that theory myself, and I'm too afraid to like share that idea.
I mean, sometimes
I think they
they're a
work
little-
really hard, but also I don't think they're working on beat.
I feel like the dance, like the go-go dancer dance, is almost made in a way where it's like it's hitting every beat. You know what I mean? Like
It's like a flowier thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not as
So
like
I
rhythmic.
heard. So I heard it's like they're hitting boxes, right? So you hit like so you get 3 rows of boxes, right? You hit this
is
box,
like square
this
dancing.
box, you hit that box, you kick the lower left, and then you reach towards the top right of the box or whatever. Yeah, that's how they do it. It's like a grid system. It's just like hit the top right box.
It's more.
Yo,
it's
this
way
is a
more
3-4-7
organized.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking at each other like
Oh, yeah.
doing a play to the other go-go. They're like, yeah, like 3-4-7.
If you're a go-go dancer, please write in and let us know if we're if we're way off on this.
Let me find the
I
wiki
swear to
how
God,
real quick.
We're just like bringing the curtain
Mace,
back.
please pull that up. I did not say that enough during this episode. I wanted to say
I
that.
think we
but-
said
I
it
got
more
the
than
wiki
we've ever
how.
said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like we, as being like an avid Poducer listener, I think we've played more music than any.
Yeah,
we played a lot of music today.
We've been lacking on the music lately, halfway because of copyright shit on YouTube. But
I did think about sharing like a remix, but I was like, oh, that's not a good idea.
I don't even.
That's not a good idea
It's
at all.
not that I really care about it, but we do have to figure out some
You
kind of
have to think
system
about
in the
that.
future.
Yeah.
Not that we're getting that many plays, but
Well, still though,
for the future.
even if you don't get any plays, you'll
For
still,
perpetuity's
you can
sake.
still get hit with a DMCA
Yeah.
without any like plays. I think
You could get hit by a DMCA like accidentally. Like everyone clicks that box in DistroKid if you release to YouTube Music. That means that like Content ID will have your song and it'll like pull shit down.
Yeah.
You'll also get like a DMCA after this episode comes out and I report it.
Paul
Yo, Paul's reporting. right
Oakenfold
now.
is about
Paul
to.
Hogan, oh my god, Paul's team is all over this one. I think, guys, I'm sorry.
Haven't even uploaded yet.
No, it's gonna be the best bad press we've ever gotten.
These four guys.
Assholes.
Mace, I'm roping you into it as a producer. I don't care. Like, I know you're just the producer of the pod. I'm roping you in though. You were the fourth mic on this one.
Dude, just please cancel me at this point.
Even if you were
to be canceled.
even if you were canceled, you'd still be fine as a producer. I think, like as a producer of a podcast, I don't think anyone wants to take that away from you.
Look, there's not much to cancel over here. Okay, like we'll be good. We'll
I'll cancel
rebrand.
myself. Russia. No.
All right, pull the cord.
He's off. He's off.
You gotta get him off the mic.
Yo, we're like going back to like the 80s though on that whole like Russia like anti-Russia thing. I feel like, right?
It's a new Cold War
It's a new Cold War.
It kind of
in
is
cyberspace.
It's a cooler Cold War.
With ransomware.
Cold-blooded.
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 Yo,
So cool.
again, because I have to do this. Mace, how are we doing on space? I would feel like we run Kai's track and then we do the wrap-up question.
Let's do it.
Which
Yeah.
track are we
What
running?
do we got?
Oh, do Untitled.
Can we? Did you want to run it or did
Untitled
we not?
140.
Want
I
it?
guess
wanna?
I guess we can do it.
We don't have to.
We can
but
do it.
You don't have to do it
Okay.
because
Is
I'm
that
saying
the-
it, but I really recommend playing.
Is that the
Kai's.
one when you wanna? That's not it, right?
No.
Oh, we played our collab already.
We played our collab.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, this is a different one.
Send them that song?
No, the Discord one.
I sent a couple tracks on Discord, and I mean we could listen to the.
Okay.
Yeah, those are just
Okay,
for
okay.
pre-show.
We don't have to. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's pre-show.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, that's pre-show. That's off
Sorry,
cam.
guys.
That's off cam.
Off cam.
I've got
off
a.
That's the
Dave track.
Patreon.
Yeah, play that one.
We're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
play that
Patreon
one.
exclusive.
Yeah, play that one. Oh, I almost
Put me in the hot seat there for a second.
No, I thought I was misinformed.
Folks,
Jerry, you
I
wanna-
just want to say that Kai's been making some like pretty great music. I gotta say that's literally what I was thinking about because it's been on my brain all day. I've been listening to what
Yo.
Kai's been making over here, and
love.
like, dude, I'm like listening to it. I'm just like, how do I have the Spotify listeners and Kai doesn't? Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, I mean it's kind of just all like I feel like kind of RNG at the end of the day, and like people will hear it when they're meant to hear it. Like I think that's the kind
Yeah.
of beautiful thing when you put it out
I'm
there.
so excited for Kai's next release. By the way, it's like legit.
Yo, the next label release, very excited, very excited. There's gonna be some selfies
Little
on the
plug.
way. I'll give myself the
Yo.
plug, and then Dave will take it. But like at 3K SoundCloud followers, I'm doing a bootleg pack. Dave heard
Let's fucking
the EVE flip. We've got a ASAP Skepta flip in there, and then like a couple like rave tunes.
I must have been the only one who voted for the sample pack.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone, it was kind of split. Like Twitter was actually 50-50 on what people wanted. Was like either Ableton racks or bootleg pack, and then Instagram just like blew it out of the water, and everyone wanted
I
bootlegs.
feel like Ableton Racks would be the first, like, a good thing.
You told me something
Especially
good.
Kai's.
Yeah,
I would
I'm a
want
rat
those.
guy, but
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a rat guy.
I think that people have
Kai's
spoken.
chains are crazy. They're crazy.
They are
agree.
expansive chains.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Show me the chain.
Show me the chain, yo. Yo, this is like an inside joke between Mace and I think we just have to air it. But like, for a long time, when I first saw Sweater Disco produce in Ableton, I just wanted to see his chains, dude. I was like, how did he get that shit sounding like that? And he would just like click through Ableton so quickly. I was like, Michael, you got to slow down, bro. Like, I got to see the chain. And then Mace and I were like talking to each other after like a Sweater session. We're like, fuck, man. I wish I should have seen the chain.
I wish I had a chain.
Need that
Imagine
chain, dude.
getting a chain and it's just like an Ableton like fucking chain of different
of like the lines, like the inner,
like
the
compressor,
three-
fucking DS
that'd be
or
hard.
whatever, like-
That'd be so hard.
Oh man, dude, we should make those. Like, and they're like, it's like a picture
the
in like
swag.
a glass or like
master chain?
Plastic.
It's
thing.
called the Master Chain. That's the Shopify listing.
Yeah.
That's sick.
The master chain for the podcast is not exciting. It's pretty bare bones,
But,
but
like,
it does.
the actual master.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like merch idea. I was
We
like,
got some
that sounds very exciting.
soothe. We got some soothe on the master chain. We got
Oh.
like a
I
couple
sold
compressors.
Dave on Soothe today. I wish
Oh.
I had a fucking affiliate link. I showed you some of like the examples in my tracks, and Dave was like, "This
I
sounds
need
like
it.
a different breakbeat." And I was like, "Bro, it basically is."
Soothe,
I need it.
soothe de-esser on the pod all day, lightly speaking.
Yeah.
Because if we go too hard de-essing on the pod, everyone sounds like they have a lisp. And
Oh,
we don't
really?
want
That's
that.
fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun little trick.
Everyone's like, hey, if I'm
Nom, nom, nom.
all right. We
Oh my God! Look at Lady over there.
She looks like she's had a rough day.
Rough.
She's literally
She
a
has.
croissant right now.
Croissant. Oh yeah, this is an old one. Yeah. You know what's funny is that I lost the project file on this song, but I'm very proud of it.
Classic.
Yeah.
I'm sensing a pattern here, Dave.
It was on the stolen laptop.
Oh boy.
It was, yeah. So never to be recreated, but I love playing this in my sets. This particular song.
Dave, I love how fucking aggressive your sounds are. Like so much.
It's so aggressive, yeah. I don't know any other way.
It's fucking mean.
he's
fucking
mean
mean.
mugging out here, dude.
Oh my god.
Bow, bow, bow.
Wait, can you send this to me?
I can send it to you, yeah.
Switch.
That part is so cheesy, the switch.
I've used that before.
I needed a full switch though.
Yeah, that whole, like, remember, like, Moxie, like,
Moxie switch up.
Moxie switch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The switches, I just remember Rusko would always do the switch too.
Really?
Yeah.
But, like, how does Rusko, like a
I
different
don't
LFO? Like, oh my
Just
God.
like a different curve.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, like, a different LFO or something. That's gotta be. I remember seeing Rusko live, like, multiple times. I was just like,
Loudest concert I've ever
So
seen was
loud,
Rusko.
yeah.
It was so loud.
holy shit.
Back in the day when I didn't even have plugs too, I was like,
Yeah.
I probably did
Raw dogging
irreversible damage.
Oh my God. That was a good time.
I love doing irreversible damage.
Yeah, irreversible damage is it's a young man's game.
I would love to hear an American Dave Palpa.
Oh.
Yo, Twitter,
Oh, wow.
Twitter,
Yo,
make that
Palpa.
happen.
Oh, Palpa's
Or
dope too.
X. What is it called now?
X, make that happen.
Oh yeah, X. That'll be a timestamp. It's probably gonna go back to like Twitter at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty happy with this one. A lot of DJs that I looked up to downloaded this one actually. Never released it though. I'm planning on keeping this one like in the vault.
In the Poducer unreleased whip vault.
100%. Well, also because I can't even render the WAV file of this because I don't have the project file, so I only have the MP3 version.
These are my favorites though.
Yeah, those. Yeah, real time.
Oh, that ping pong.
No, yeah,
That's
very
nice.
Stanky.
Yeah, that was
Stank.
Stank.
got a little bit dirty there.
Damn, son.
Where'd you find this? All right, so I don't know how long we've been going, but just for the sake of like, not doing this all night.
Yeah. Yeah, Mace. Just natural conversation, not because we're recording or anything. But how far along are we?
We're about
1
hour,
1 hour?
50 minutes, 56 minutes.
I thought we were going to be
killing
longer,
it.
honestly.
We're killing it. Yes.
Yeah, this is perfect then.
Yeah.
But let's do the wrap-up question.
Yes.
Which
I got
is, what was your favorite concert / most impactful? I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't actually formalized the question.
Well, it's a question Jerry likes to ask a lot on this show.
You know what I do is I'll just keep saying different iterations of it until you think of the concert, and I'm like, all right, there we go. Yeah.
You did a great job on previous. I've seen the previous episodes where you asked this, and I was thinking you did a great job. You're like, it could be a concert that you've done. I was like. What was it? Well, no. I mean, I have to go back to the very first electronic concert every single time. Every single time I have to go back to it. It was I was in high school, 2010, and I was seeing Deadmau5 for the first time. And the openers were the ones. It wasn't Deadmau5 that got me into electronic music. I already knew what to expect with Deadmau5. It was the openers that got me into it. 100%. Like, so my first DJ I ever saw was DJ Volvox, who's touring right now, like doing really well. She was nobody like back then, but like now she's doing really well. The other openers, unfortunately not doing that well, but they were so good. They were, all three of them were so good at like introducing the audience to, or educating the audience on these songs that they might have not otherwise heard if they were just going there to see Deadmau5, which is who I was. I was just there to see Deadmau5. Nobody else. I didn't care about the openers. I got there way too early because I treated it like a movie. It said doors open at 8. We have to go, and so I showed up at like 7:30. Line up the door actually.
Gotta get there for previews.
Gotta get there for previews, and then
I actually do like the previews. Except
I love the previews.
The last previews I saw, I was like, what the fuck?
Movies aren't in a good place right now. Yeah, I agree.
The Oppenheimer previews, I was like, did we need a Meg 2? I don't think we did.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's existing.
Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We won't go off on that tangent. But yeah, the openers got me into music. They were playing like house song. Like first time I ever heard Major Lazer, for example. Was it a live, like thousands of people inside House of Blues, and people. A decent amount knew who Major Lazer was, for example, so they somewhat of an educated crowd was like almost like leading the charge on this whole thing. Like people were going crazy on the floor. They were like,
it only takes a couple people to get a room like moving.
Yeah, exactly.
Being like, oh, this is a big deal, you know. Like, and it was a lot of fun.
And with Major Lazer too. I mean, I think I almost got trampled seeing them at Lost.
Yo, it's fucking hard to not just be fucking shaking your ass at Major Lazer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, dude. Are they still? They don't do as many shows. I feel like
Jillionaire and like Dip aren't really like doing shit.
Well,
together.
Jillionaire left. It's Ape Drums now.
Oh, it's Ape Drums.
Yeah, Ape Drums is now Jillionaire.
Oh, really?
Wow, knowledge bomb.
That was like 3 years ago, guys.
Damn, I'm fucking out of touch.
That was a long time ago.
Me too. Ape Drums is like that like trap era.
Yeah,
from what I remember.
Fucking take me back to Natastorm, dude.
Oh my god, Natastorm. Wow, if we want to do like a history class on Mubaton, wow, that would be the where to start.
Yo, so if we want to go see Major Lazer, we've got 3 more chances this year.
Okay.
Germany, New York, and San Francisco.
Jesus.
Well, not happening for me.
I'm good on that. I'm good. I'm a little too old for that.
I just saw that Diplo released a new album today, and it's like him holding a baby crocodile, and it's like that like Florida man.
I gotta say,
it's like some country trap kind of situation.
Yeah. I forget what the name of his country.
You know what's funny?
Situation.
I used to be such a diehard Diplo. I contemplated getting my first tattoo being a mad decent like tattoo.
Really?
I thought about that, and I was just, thank God I didn't do that. But like, Dude, I wanted to be on that label so
The
bad.
way I look at tattoos is like, do I just need this on my body, or can I just look up a picture?
Now, yes, nowadays I have no tattoos, 30 years old, not a single one, but yeah, I can't think of anything. I've always wanted to be a guy who had the conviction to be like, all the time, right there.
Yeah.
Right there all the
Look,
time.
I mean, I don't think it's even a mistake. If you got the mad decent tattoo, fuck it, bro.
That's a
Like, who cares?
timestamp, though. That's like
I have the Mad Decent Bomber.
Oh,
The fucking the Mishka collab.
that shit was dope.
Yeah.
Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god.
There's a photo of me next to CLB wearing that bomber, and at the time,
Yes.
you remember that, dude? I
Yes.
was so geeked on that.
Oh
Dude,
my god.
bomber jackets are
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, dude.
It's like the vintage, like the varsity.
Yeah, the varsity jacket.
Yeah.
That was like that was the trademark of Mad Decent back then. They would get all of their signees the Mishka bomber jacket with their name embroidered on the side. I remember.
I didn't have it embroidered because
Of
I
course
wasn't.
not.
a Sony.
What's the side label they have? It's called like
Jeffers?
No, it's like
Good enough.
Good enough.
Good
That's
enough. Oh,
it.
yo,
Yeah.
Good enough was fire.
Good enough
I
is
don't
still
remember that
sick.
one.
Actually,
Are they still
I
active?
remember Jeff.
I saw them a couple years ago. Let's see if they're up.
You know what's crazy is that Good Times Ahead, like one of their first like official releases had to be through a Good Enough release, which is crazy. Like how influential those guys are.
Dude, like fucking all the like Sanjin shit. Do you remember Sanjin?
Sanjin Hawk or
Not Sinjin Hawk, but like
Sinjin Hawk, okay.
there was this guy named Sanjin who was doing like future like reggaeton and stuff like at the time, like maybe 2013, 2014, and that's what I remember like Good Enough for.
yeah. So my favorite concert.
Back to it.
So my favorite concert, honestly, I think it was, the besides the Deadmau5 one with all those openers and whatnot, a very cool thing that I experienced before the pandemic started was being able to open for a big stage. I never did like opening for Keys and Crates. At one of the bigger venues in Boston. That was a very inspirational show, not because I was up there DJing. That would be not a very inspirational reason to walk away from it, but like looking at loners, like people who were me, like obviously they went by themselves to enjoy the music, and it's just like, oh my god, dude! Like these kids were young too, like me, like my age. I could see myself getting into music and what like through that kid.
Those
right?
people, if those guys are dancing, you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like if
100%.
that one guy, you know who I'm talking about. Like,
kept-
it's that
I kept-
one guy
yeah.
who's dancing. Like you're playing for him. You're not playing for the crowd. You're playing for those like
I kept
three
looking
people.
at those loners. I
Yeah.
kept looking
Yeah.
at them. I was just
That's
like,
how
are you guys
I.
having
That's
fun?
how I judge my reception.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
every time.
For real, and they like asked me afterwards, like how do you do? Like I really love you, and that was more fruitful than the actual DJing. I think.
Yeah.
Well, it was like getting off the stage, and then just like these like young kids who were like obviously like 8 years young, like really young, like maybe in the early 20s.
Like, how do you get into producing? Like,
How do you
that
do
kind
all
of
of
thing?
it?
Yeah,
exactly. And it's like it's almost like romantic in a way where it's
Wow,
like, where it's
that
like
is romantic. Yeah,
where it's like, oh my god,
Comes full circle in that moment.
I see
yeah,
me and that
because
kid.
I remember like thinking about. I remember I learned what massive was. I was like, yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
it's like a bass synthesizer. I was
Yeah.
like telling my friends like, yeah, I want to get it.
There are people in my music production class in college that like they were just like, oh, I'm doing this on the side though. Even the professors know I'm using Massive right now. Like it was so funny. Like these kids were really into it in my class, and it was a good time.
It's
I don't
fun.
know. Romantic.
Pop that cherry.
Yeah. Oh my
mean?
god, it's a great time. Pop that cherry if you're thinking about doing music.
Not to get like real like whatever about it, but like
When you get heady?
there's always gonna be that guy. And this is kind of what I think about with the podcast. Like, if someone's listening to this, like, we're so fucking jaded at this point. You know what I mean?
Oh,
We're just
yeah.
like talking
I
about
agree.
like deep cuts.
Yeah.
But like for the people that are just getting into it, they're like, what? What is
I
all this
know.
stuff? And like that is sick. Like, just keep.
That gets
I don't
me
know.
excited again.
I know.
for
Yeah. When I
music.
think about it, it gets me excited.
I'm like, oh my god! Remember when that was like when you didn't know like what the future held for you?
What like a dub
yeah.
siren was, and you're like, dude, what the fuck?
I'm still finding out what the fuck
Yeah,
a dub
yeah.
siren
when
is.
you refer to it as the
Dude.
key for Ian sound.
Oh my lord, that's so funny.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like dub siren, I didn't figure out until not too long ago. I was
Yeah,
a little
me
late.
neither.
I was late to the game.
I was always terrible with identifying samples, genres. I still am terrible with all that stuff, but it just makes me. I don't know. Not knowing genres just means that you like, you know what you like, and Yeah.
You just like good music.
Exactly. Makes it easier.
If it's not
Hell
UKG, I don't listen to it. I'm sorry, dude.
This guy right here.
New KG.
New KG, baby.
Yo, let's wrap this bitch up. Dave, any shout outs? I mean, we've done some, but you know.
Yeah. Shout out to Ionic Collective, obviously. We got Kai right here.
Hey.
Shout out to Carl, of course. Shout out to
In
Mace.
spirit.
Of course. Oh yeah, RIPs in Indy. And then shout out to Mace. Big shout out to CLB, Max for introducing me to this world of Chicago. Obviously, I had family out here, but it's like this is a whole different world out here for me. So it feels like a second home outside of Boston.
We love you, Dave.
Oh, I love you guys too. Shout out Jerry for having me out here. This really did make me feel like a professional. This is fantastic. Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. To the listeners, we like to have a fun time here, and
Yo, this is Poducer, baby.
you already know. Go listen to another episode, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Hey.
Later.
Peace.
Listen to that initial. There you go.
You.